And welcome back to the IPF World Championships. This is Six-Pack Lapadat. I'm accompanied by Matt Goldsmith, a.k.a. Goldie. And this is the Junior 83-kilo men. I'm going to give a quick shout-out to some of our sponsors here. Of course, we have Alico and SBD, as well as Barbell Brigade, LVD, Alberta Sport, Bull, Ray-Ban, City of Calgary, Loaded Barbell Collective, Strength Fanatics, ER Equipment, Titan, Rogue, Athletic Alliance, Inner Strength, and Strong Arm. And the action has been pretty. If the nominations, take a look right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 lifters that are roughly 7.
IPF Classic Powerlifting World Championships 2018 here in Calgary, Canada. And we have seen some absolute excitement this morning already with world records dropping left, right and centre. Australia sneaking in and stealing the gold medal away from Russia. And this afternoon we have kicked the day off with the 83-kilo sub-juniors on platform 2 with Michael Bartz from the USA starting us off with 185 kilograms in the squats and 185. It's a big lift for a sub-junior, but he actually has a best lift of 205. Well, let's see how he handles the nerves on the world stage.
And judges say that's a good leftover on platform 1 for Rodrigo Clark. On platform 2,
A little bit of hard work through the middle. And let's see what the referees say. And he gets 3 white lights. He's on the board and the nerves should settle out of the way. Jarrett Jordan is our next lifter looking for 192.5.
This is the Australian lifter here, 180 kilos, 96 pounds.
Jarrett Jordan starting off at 192.5. He recently competed at the Canadian Nationals, finishing 3rd. He squatted 192.5 there. It's hard to say with these younger lifters whether they're even close to their PBs or their best lifts. They develop so quickly at this young age, and that is clearly a long way from his best lift. And he's on the board with 3 white lights.
Ireland, 200 kilos. Bars loaded for Jordan.
Shimasuke Tomita from Japan wants 192.5 as well. He recently competed in the championships in Japan, finishing 1st, and he squatted a massive 240 kilograms. We're looking out for him today. Very controlled technical lift. And let's see what the referees say. He gets 2 white lights. Gets pulled up on depth there on one side, but 2 is enough to go on the board. Gai Mitsuhashi from Japan, he wants 200 kilos to open his squat. Remember, these guys are sub-juniors. And he is 18 years of age, looking at 200 kilograms. Sinks it in deep, gets that chest up and stands up. That was a tough lift for an opener. Well, let's hope it was just first day nerves. Alexander Widaru Ang from Singapore looking for 100 kilograms as well. These are big, big squats.
Here we go. Give it a ride. Give it a ride. Alexander, 200.
200 kilograms. Sinks it deep, but wow, has no problem standing that up at all. 3 white lights. Carson Shammerhorn from Canada wants 205. Squatted 205 at the Canadian Nationals in February this year, and opening at 205 here.
Come on, Ray. Here we go, Carson. Come on, count it up. Come on, give him a hand. Give both guys a hand. Here we go. There you go, set up. Nice and strong.
Just getting his feet where he wants them, gets the squat command, sinks it in, and that is a good choice for an opening lift. Lloyd Owen from Great Britain wants 210 kilograms. He competed last year in the British Junior Championships, squatted 200. And he's had plenty of time to build since then.
Here we go. Come on, Timo.
18 years of age, 82 kilos, looking for 210. Just misgrooved at the bottom. He knows what he did wrong too. That's a no lift. Danil Pushkarev from Russia wants 210 kilograms.
Bars loaded for Simon Chang. Come on, Simon. Give it a ride. What you train for. Here we go.
Has to work a little bit hard. A little bit of first day nerves there.
Good lift for Daniil.
Atom
240 on the bar.
Shrupkin from Kazakhstan wants 240 kilograms. That is an absolute monster of an opening squat.
Bars loaded for the Kazakhstan lifter.
240 kilograms.
Nada. Great work. Here we go, Eric.
We're just waiting for our Kazakhstan lifter to come out. He is nearly down to 30 seconds. He's cutting it fine. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication out the back from his coach. Didn't quite realize he was up.
240 for the Kazakhstan lifter. 240 for the Rick. Up we go. Up we go. Up we go.
Stands up easily at 240. Let's have a look at what the referees say. And he gets the 2 white lights. Ewan Belgrove from Australia wants 255 kilograms. This is an absolutely enormous opening squat. And it's opening at a world sub-junior record at 255 kilograms. Ewan Belgrove, 255 kilograms. That is massive. And boy, did he make that look easy. And he gets the 3 white lights and a new world record. Wow, and that was one easy looking record. It ran to our second attempt. We've got Michael Bartz from the US of A looking at 195.
Bars loaded for Michael on platform 2. 195 kilos.
195 kilos.
On platform 1.
Smoked is 185.
584 pounds.
And it's tough being the opening lifter. But he would have got those nerves out of the road now.
Here we go. Here we go, Michael. Up and down. Here we go.
Just a little bit too much in the groove there. Just let it get away from him. He'll be disappointed with himself. Jarrett Jordan from Canada wants 200 kilos for his second lift. Opened at 192.5. Had no problems with that. He wants 200. And this should be a competition PB for him.
Platform 2 for Jared Jordan. Here we go. Come on. Brazilian lifter. Come on, Rodrigo.
Canadian lifter.
Here we go, Jared. Come on.
Got the home ground advantage.
Up we go. Set up.
He starts nodding his head. He knows he's got it. And he gets 2 red lights. Not deep enough. Shinosuke Tomita from Japan, 200 kilograms. And we've been watching the Japanese lifters all week. They have fantastic technique. Having to put in a little bit of work there for a second lift, but that's what you want. Never swaying from the technique. He gets 2 white lights. Alexander Waru Ang from Singapore, 207.5.
Bars loaded for Alexander. Bars loaded. Here in from Trinidad, Muller on platform 1.
He's coached by Adam Michael Jones, originally from Australia. Trained, lifted and coached in Australia. Recently moved to Singapore.
Come on, guys.
He gets down deep, he pulls the line back and stands up. Nearly got out of line there. And stands it back up for 3 white lights. Great work there. Guy Mutsuhashi from Japan, he wants 210 kilograms.
Bars loaded. Bars loaded for Gabe, 210 kilos. Platform 1.
Had a good open at 200. But this weight, 10 kilos, is a pretty hefty jump.
Bars loaded here for Jordan.
Having to work through the middle, but he gets it back to the top. And he gets the white lights to go with it. Lloyd Owen from Great Britain wants 210 kilograms. He missed this on his opening squat. Just misgrooved at the bottom. This is going to throw his confidence a little bit. Takes a lot of work after missing that opening squat to come back out and get your confidence back enough to perform.
Lloyd.
Gets down deep and he makes that look easy. Hard to believe he missed his first one. He gets 2 white lights. That's a good lift. Carson Shammerhorn from Canada looking for 217. Making a hefty jump there.
Bars loaded for Carson. Come on, Carson.
Here he comes, Carson Shammerhorn, 217.5.
3 lights for Carson. Down and up. Here we go. Easy weight for you, Matt.
Works it through, and that is a competition PB for him. Gets the white lights. Daniil Pushkarev, Russia, 220 kilograms.
Bars loaded for Daniel.
Bar is loaded at 220 kilos for Daniil Pushkarev.
Here we go, Daniel. And the judges say that Renee's
18 years of age.
good lift, 3 lights.
And he is an absolute technician. Just doesn't get deep enough. Yeah, great technique, but just didn't drop down low enough. And the spotters and loaders are loading this Alico bar with an absolute bucket load of red plates for Artom Sharupkin from Kazakhstan, who wants 250 kilograms. Well, his 240 looked like a warm-up.
551 pounds. Look set and get it in there. Hope that's ready.
Has to work a bit for it, but he gets it to the top. And he gets the white lights. Ewan Belgrove from Australia wants 267.5 for a world sub-junior record that he just broke. Now that he's broken the record, it's time to destroy it. 267.5 kilos. He weighs 81. This is 3 times body weight plus.
Come on, Simon. Easy weight, man. Up you go, up you go. Good. Come on. Up.
Wow, 267.5. Comes flying up. He gets 2 white lights and he gets it on the board. He is going to be hard to beat. Michael Bartz for his 3rd attempt wants 195. He missed this on his 2nd.
Bars loaded here for Michael. Come on, Eric.
Michael Bartz is hitting 195, and you will not believe who's just dropped into the commentary box. The one and only Gino is here with us.
Hello, Gary.
Welcome. And he just gets stuck in the bottom. Struggled with his 2nd and can't get the 3rd one off the ground.
I had to come over and ask you, that Belgrove dude, both of those went up pretty fast for that young kid, didn't they, those world records?
That was a really quick world record. It did not look like a world record attempt. There was no grinding.
No.
267.5 just flew up.
And he's taking some decent jumps, isn't he?
He hit 280 for his 3rd.
Bars loaded for Stanislav.
He doesn't just want the record. He wants to make sure no one else gets the record.
He wants to put an exclamation point on that.
Jarrett Jordan from Canada wants 200. struggled to get this one off the ground in his second. Let's see, he goes on a third.
Easy weight for you, man. Third attempt. Up we go, up we go, up.
Nearly had that worked out. I think we might have a
somebody's
relift
going to
here.
complain. They're going to complain. He grabbed him too early. He's going to get a relift at the end
head
of the
ref
round.
has already said his spotter's jumped in. The spotter's just trying to do the right thing. Jumped in a little bit early.
Jeff Butt's going to go over to the jury table, his coach from Newfoundland Labrador, and he's going to get a relift.
He'll get a relift on that one.
On the bar from Japan.
Shinosuke Tomita from Japan wants 210.
You can't fault the spotters and loaders. I always say when I announce, if they're going to err, you want them to err on the side of safety.
Side of caution. Our main priority is the safety of those lifters. Every now and then a spotter jumps in a bit early, and it's a normal response, isn't it?
Sure.
I'd like them to jump in earlier rather than late for me.
Yeah.
We're loading up for Jarrett Jordan.
Chief referee is a pretty good referee here. He's an excellent referee. He's from Ukraine, Bazayev Sirohutin. It only took me about 4 years to learn how to say that name, but Bazayev and I have become
It's always
good
fun
friends.
when we get put on the spot with new names. It wouldn't be the first time I've been corrected by an athlete on how to pronounce their name.
Oh, they hit me all the time.
We're attempt 3 now on platform 1.
So Jarrett Jordan gets 3 minutes on the clock.
And for those in the audience out there, the reason he gets 3 minutes on the clock is because he was following himself +1, and it's not fair to come out that fast and lift again without catching your breath. So if you are following yourself, if you're last in the flight, you get 4 minutes on the clock. But he had one lifter after him, so he gets 3 minutes on the clock, and he can come out anytime he wants in those 3 minutes. He does not have to wait the full 3 minutes.
Yep, he can come out straight away if he likes, or he can wind the clock down. Just the jury there, just making sure they've got everything right. And our chief referee just having a bit of a quick Ukrainian discussion with the jury.
Sometimes that stuff can get lost in translation, You ought to know. Coming from Australia, now living in Belarus.
I am very familiar with Lost in Translation. You'd be surprised at what I come home from the shops with sometimes.
For those of you that don't know, my mate Gary here is born and raised in Australia, and he's now living with his lovely bride in the beautiful country of Belarus, more specifically in Minsk, which is where the Raw Worlds was last year. A beautiful, beautiful country and city.
And they will be back there again in 2020, I believe.
Oh, fantastic. Looking forward to that. All right.
All right, so we've actually moved on to Shinosuke Tomita from Japan for 210. And Jarrett Jordan will get his lift at the end of this round.
Up like that. Yes, just like that.
Now the Japanese lifters had absolutely beautiful technique. And you'll see that time he dropped his head at the bottom there, which is pretty unusual for the Japanese lifters. Once he dropped his head, he really struggled to get back out.
Didn't keep his chest up.
Alexander Wiruang from Singapore, 212.5. And Gino, if you look closely, I think Alexander might be coached by another Australian,
Really?
Adam Michael Jones.
Oh, sure.
Bars loaded on platform 2. Bars loaded for Alexander.
We're just everywhere.
I noticed that. You guys are global. And there he is. You are correct.
Yeah, we like to spread ourselves around the world.
I see that. You Aussies, you.
We go.
Oi, oi, oi.
It's our secret takeover. 212.5. He's had 2 good lifts. This one's going to be tough though.
Just like that.
Gets that chest up and puts the hips through, and he stands it straight up.
Judges say good lift.
He gets 3 easy lights on that one.
222.5 for Jordan from Ireland.
Our next Japanese lifter. Would you like this name?
Oh, sure. It's Guy Mitsuhashi, I hope.
That was absolutely beautiful. 220 kilograms.
And he is wearing the Bukiya singlet, Bukiya.net, one of the IPF's
out of
sponsored
Japan.
companies out of Japan, hosting next year's Equipped and Raw Bench Worlds.
They also make a
Bull
tough.
bull plates, right? And racks.
Yeah, and they make a beautiful slingshot for bench.
Oh, do they?
It's so powerful, you have to sign a waiver.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, I own one of those, and I'm glad. Yeah,
Did you sign the waiver?
I signed the waiver. I wish I hadn't.
Bars loaded. Bars loaded for Lloyd O in Great Britain. He's got 220 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, he had a tough start. Just misgrooved his first lift.
Yeah.
He couldn't get the whole. The second looked easy.
Yeah, he got his nerves out.
Yeah, once you get those first lift nerves on the road. That's a nice lift right there, and he's smiling with that one. And he's on the board again with 220.
Well, he kept his progression, right? Well, no, he didn't, did he? Where was he?
Yeah, he's back on the roll now. Missed his first, but he's back in line.
He may have gone 210, 220, 230, but he had to repeat the 210, but he looked pretty strong in his last two.
Daniil Pushkarev from Russia wants 220.25. He missed his 220, and he's put it up to 220.25. And he's got to fight through. That was a really good example of relying on technique. That chest and head were up the whole way through.
Nice grinder.
And the Russian coaching has been fantastic for that technique, just making sure their athletes have drilled it in.
Carson Shamahorn.
Well, that's what I'm going with.
I would say bars loaded for Carson, 225 kilos. He hails from our host country, Canada, sporting the Chuck Taylor Chuckies high top red Converse sneakers.
Ooh, you know your fashion.
Oh yeah.
Just let the bar push him forward a bit. Got a bit bullied by the weight there. Artom Sharupkin from Kazakhstan wants 255. These are some huge lifts for these young guys. These are sub-junior 83s. That is absolutely massive.
And these kids, they're all less than 19 years old.
And it's not even the biggest lift.
Big numbers, right.
The bar is loaded for Artom.
And this kid doesn't even look that big, does he?
And R2, 255.
Now his second lift was tough, so he's going to have to grind this one out. And he's going to push through. He gets it. Let's see what the referees say. Not quite deep enough. Ewan Belgrove from Australia for his third world record.
Wow, he's looking for the hat trick here, 3 in a row.
280 kilos. If 255 wasn't enough and 267 didn't secure the record, I think this one's going to put it in place.
It's almost 3.5 times his body weight.
It is enormous, isn't it? I think if I tried to squat that, you'd be picking me up off the ground.
Oh yeah,
with a shovel.
You and me both, pal. He's built like a little tank, isn't he, this kid?
He is literally a walking tree trunk.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He lines it out. Might have been a little bit shy there. Let's see what they say. And he is a little shy.
He was.
Just couldn't get down deep enough on that. I think the extra weight might have put him off a little bit, pulled up a little bit short. Now Jarrett Jordan will get his relift now. at 200 kilos. I really hope he gets this.
Me too.
You can see he was a little bit surprised when they took the weight off him on his last one. He hadn't finished yet.
You know, you got a world champion bencher up there by the name of Tim Anderson out of South Dakota, USA, on the left hand, second from the left. World champion equipped bencher.
And I'll tell you, and that's tough to train for equipped and raw.
Yeah. Volunteering his services.
And Jarrett just missed out, unfortunately. So we'll move into the 105s now.
Here come the Orobets. The Orobets is an entire family of powerlifters out of Ukraine. We've got the Mr., the Mrs., and I believe their son now.
And it's not unusual in that eastern part of Europe to see whole families of powerlifters.
His mom is quite a lifter. She and the hubby are both Cat 2 international referees as well.
And it looks like their son
like
has the genetics
as
as
well. He looks like a chip
well.
off of the two of them, that's for sure.
He certainly looks like a powerlifter.
Sporting the Titan singlet. With some
I
of the
love the Titan
great
Ukrainian
graphics
uniform.
that they
It's
do.
fantastic, isn't it?
105 kilo class.
Gets in deep.
Look at him. He looks just like the senior. Look at him over there.
And 3 white lights. Definitely a chip off the old block. Seiya Suzuki from Japan wants 170. So we're jumping into the 93s now. So we're at the 105s and the 93 sub-juniors. So we'll jump around a little bit depending on their weights.
Bars loaded here for Seiya Suzuki. 170 kilos. First attempt with me.
170.
I know I'm being redundant here, but Tim Anderson, I announced him earlier this March at the Arnold Schwarzenegger Festival, where he got the gold medal in the Equipped Bench Titan Pro Bench Bash Championship.
It's going to be really good to watch him bench raw as well.
Yeah.
Because he is a great raw bencher too.
Good lift, 2 lights.
That was easy for Japan, huh? Easy opener.
And again, great technique from the Japanese lifter. They're just absolutely clinical this week.
Japanese are all about technique, aren't they?
They drill it in from such a young age.
Gary, I hope to see you out in Tokyo next year for the
I really hope I'm there.
first time that they're going to have both equipped and raw.
That is going to be
bench
fantastic
at the
event.
same venue, at the same country, at the same time, with all the same lifters. Many of them plan on doing both.
Now, those of you who are watching at home, you might recognise Gino's voice. He's been commentating these IPF events for how long now?
On and off for 18 years, full-time for the last 4.
Wow. I know the first Worlds event I went to, I'd seen you on the live stream and heard you on the live stream several times before.
Oh, did you?
We all know who you are, Gino.
Yeah. I'm a legend in my own mind.
Edward Harbour from Great Britain looking for 192.5.
He's got some tree trunks on him too, doesn't he?
Wow.
That was fast.
And those tree trunks work.
Those were sequoias. Do they call them ginger?
Yeah, ginger, yeah.
They're ginger, right?
Now, in Australia, a nickname for someone with red hair is blue. I don't know why, don't ask me, but
That sounds like an oxymoron.
doesn't make a lot of sense to me either, but we've called them bluey for a long time.
Kirill Sakharov. Why does that not sound like a traditional
Does
Great
not
Britain
sound like
name?
a Great Britain name, does it?
I guess Kirill is prone to nosebleeds, so he's going to
would
make
appear
sure he
so.
doesn't splatter all over the platform.
Yeah, and that's not unusual. If you're watching at home and you're new to powerlifting, it's actually not unusual
Very common.
for a big lifter to get a little bit of a nosebleed on the platform. It's
smoke
not
that.
dangerous or anything like that, it just happens. Oh, nails that with 3 white lights. Thomas Papalis from Canada. 205. Yeah, but the spotters and loaders the last week have been doing an amazing job.
Oh man, many of them are the same fellas that have come over and over and over and over each
And
session.
it's a tough job. It's hot out there under the lights, and you are lifting plates all day.
Yeah, that if folks don't know, this is the World Championship. We have a lot of stage lights. We probably have 30 to 40 stage lights up on the ceiling, and when you are up there, you just stand there and don't move, and you sweat. I can't imagine how hot they are with the loading of the plates.
Just let those knees drop in a little bit. There's not too much of a problem at 205, but when he starts adding some weight, that might cause some difficulties for him.
Right.
Jacob Lennart from Poland. 210 kilos, close neighbour of mine.
Right.
Loaded. Bars loaded for Jacob. Come on, Jacob. First attempt here.
210.
Easy weight for you.
You got to remember, if you're watching at home, if some of these kids, this is their first ever international event.
Right.
And it is daunting out there on the platform. You walk out there, there's cameras everywhere, there's referees, there's
Hot
Gino,
lights.
there's hot lights. There's a big bald guy sitting in the commentary box looking at you. And the referees say, good lift. Just gets a red for not locking his knee out properly.
From USA, 212 kilos.
Michael Varian from the US of A, 212.5. Whereabouts in the US do you hail from, Gino?
From New York.
New York?
I now reside in New Jersey, but born and raised in New York and now northeastern New Jersey.
212.5. And we've been talking up the US coaches all week this week, how good their lift predictions have been, how they've made sure their athletes are opening, particularly the juniors and the sub-juniors, they're opening within reason. And he gets 2 white lights, they're not loading up too much.
Yeah, and to that point, the head coach for these sub-juniors juniors is a good friend of mine out of South Beach, Miami, by the name of Arian Kamisi, who was voted. We have a vote every year for who the referee of the year is, and Arian Kamisi won this year.
Fantastic.
So well deserved, and I guess you are affirming that.
Connor Stiles from Canada.
Matter of fact, there he is, right over there by the school, by this expediters table.
Did you time that?
Putting in his next attempt.
Did you just time that?
That was kismet, man. That was very serendipitous.
Connor Stiles from Canada with 215. There are some really big boys in these weight classes for such young men. And he gets 2 white lights. Our next lifter, Karel Rada from Czechia, 220 kilograms.
Let that Rada fly. Come on, Karel. Karel, he sounds like the arch nemesis in a Superman
I
movie.
think he might be.
Oh, he's color coordinated very well.
He
He's
has
got
done
just
very
about,
well there. He's got
just
the
about every
superhero.
color on the rainbow.
He has got the superhero outfit on.
He's just missing purple, otherwise he'd have the full spectrum.
220 kilograms. Gets down deep. They are not going to be able to argue with that. 3 white lights. Davis Creech from the US of A, 222.5.
I am not familiar with this young man. I'm going to have to see what he looks like.
He has not been lifting for very long at all. Did the first Nationals in 2017.
Okay.
And competed at the high school national championships this year in
Oh,
March.
I missed high school nationals this year. That's why I'm not familiar with this young fella.
And he put up a 237.5 squat at the nationals.
Wow. This should be an easy opener for him then.
And it was.
Oh, baby.
Looked very much like a warm-up lift.
Yeah.
Anton Birak from the Ukraine, looking at 240.
240 kilos.
he's only young, but he's actually been competing for a while. Actually competed at the Ukrainian Classic Powerlifting Championships back in 2014. And was squatting 150 back then.
Squatting 150, and now he's opening with 240?
Now he's open with 240. Hit a 242 at
Wow.
the World Championships last year in Minsk.
Sporting the Inzer singlet and the Titan yellow jacket knee sleeves.
I don't think I've seen an Inza singlet this weekend.
This is the first one or second one I've seen. But he does have that Ukrainian logo right smack in the middle there.
Gets down deep, and 240 is pretty easy.
This kid has
for
made
him.
some progress in the last few years, huh?
Yeah, he started out 150 in 2014, was squatting 197 in 2015, and hit the Worlds last year for the first time at 242.5, and finished 5th last year in his first Worlds.
Not bad at all.
Corentin Clement from France, looking at 270.
He's the #1 seed in this flight, huh?
Yeah, I think he's got a really good chance. Be nice to see him come back for his second Worlds and go home with some bling.
What is that on the front of their singlet? Is that a rooster?
I think it might be a rooster. Now, I'm not really familiar with the significance of a rooster in France.
Neither am I. Or a French hen? French hen? I've just got confirmation from Eric that it is, in fact, a rooster.
A rooster? Wow, he is a big, tall man, isn't he?
270 kilos, and he smoked that, huh?
He made that look easy. And he gets the 3 white lights. He's a very
He's got
big,
a solid
tall man.
core. Did you see the glutes and the hips on that kid? At 18, what did you say he was? 17, 18
He
years old?
is 18 years of age. Orbits from the Ukraine, with a family tradition of powerlifting, looking at 155. You can see him really sticking with that technique. The head's up, the chest's up. When he gets into trouble, he can drive the hips through. Seiya Suzuki from Japan, looking at 180. You know, these guys are loading fast today,
Unbelievable.
which is great if you're a referee, not so great if you're an athlete at the back.
That's for sure.
I'm quite sure they're walking out the platform just having a whisper in the ear, slow down, guys, slow down.
I've had lifters say to me, can you please start the next session a little later? You know, we put 5 minutes on the clock, and they'll say, can you kind of, be in the men's room or be elsewhere and give me just 2 more minutes? And it's usually always the 120, 120 pluses that ask for that.
They do require a little bit of extra rest.
I say, I'll see what I can do.
Suzuki from Japan, 180 kilograms. His technique has been on point. Stands it up, but
Very
not
nice.
too much trouble. Good choice for a second lift. Edward Harbour from Great Britain.
From Great Britain with 195 kilos on the bar. Second attempt. Come on, Edward.
Hit a 192.5 pretty easy on his opener, so 2.5 kilos.
Not a big deal.
Not a big jump for him. He's just chipping away at that total, just seeing what everyone else does.
Bar is loaded here for Edward.
You know, we've noticed that with the US, the Canadian coaches as well, and the New Zealand coaches, that are really playing that end game. Not wasting everything you've got on your squat,
Right.
keeping some in the tank for the bench and the deadlift.
Which was amazing to see Eddie Bergeland yesterday get that world record in the bench.
He is a phenomenal bench presser.
Yeah.
Now and up to
He also holds the world record in the single lift only, bench only competition.
I think he hit 211 kilos.
You
I
are
think that is
correct.
absolutely phenomenal.
And I had the pleasure of announcing that in Finland just a couple of weeks ago at the Raw Bench Worlds. And wow, you know, when he pressed that out, he walked off the platform and temporarily passed out as he was walking off the platform.
That's an enormous lift for such a young, small kid. Carell from Great Britain, 202.5. And we are probably some of the luckiest people in the world. We get to watch some of the greatest powerlifting. We get to announce on the greatest world records history every time.
In some great countries and with a lot of excitement, and a lot of fun.
And he absolutely smokes that with 3 white lights. Now, Gino, I've been bucking pretty hard for the last 6 months or so for an Alico waffle line. Because Alico actually started out making waffle lines and toasters. So Alico, we love your plates; they're fantastic. But if you've got a waffle line, I'd like one.
I will look into that.
Thomas Papoulis from Canada, 212.5 kilograms. Those knees just dropping in a little bit again. I have no doubt the Canadian coach is going to pick up on that one. Michael Berrien from the US of A wants 220 kilograms. Absolutely phenomenal, the talent at the World Championships in our sub-juniors. And these guys are really the future of powerlifting, aren't they?
And let's hope they keep going, right? All the way through to their masters categories.
We'll look after them, keep them going all the way through.
I know, I will set yeah.
220 kilograms.
1 minute.
Got himself a little bit offline, but he brought it back. Was he deep enough?
And Michael gets.
Not deep enough. And it looks like he didn't lock his knee out either.
Connor Stiles of Canada. Connor Stiles of Canada.
Connor Stiles from Canada wants 225.
For a second attempt.
We're waiting for Connor to come out. I'm looking for Sarah
Looking
Connor.
for Connor.
Is she here?
Connor, come on, Connor.
I'll be back.
Give him a hand here. Come on. Easy lift for you, Connor.
Sorry, I just did a little Arnold Schwarzenegger for you there.
Come on, Connor.
It was a very, very, very
Little.
good
Had a
impersonation.
flashback to the Arnold Schwarzenegger Festival back in March.
Here you go.
All right.
Down and up.
The tree trunk from Canada. He is literally a walking maple tree.
Look at the size of his neck.
I'm sorry, I couldn't see his neck. 3 white lights.
Good point.
These guys are just absolutely built for this. If you're an open lifter and you're looking at this 93 kilo class, you're going to be thinking in 5 years, am I in trouble?
Yeah, right?
Or am I hoping I'm going to be in the Masters in 5 years and I don't have to worry about it?
222.5.
Jacob Lennart from Poland wants 225.
Bar is loaded, Jakob.
Oh,
Just like last time. Set up.
It's quick into the hole.
strong. It's nice and solid.
Looks good. 3 white lights.
Jakob Leonard of Poland. Karel Rada from the Czech Republic wants 200.
Karel Rada from Czechia looking for 230 kilograms.
Czech strongman, sub-junior.
The superhero from Czechia.
Yeah.
There you go.
having to work, but he keeps that head and chest up, and he knows he's got it.
Yeah. Oh, let that rada fly. Rock the Caspar.
3 white lights. Davis Creech, 237 and a half, 18 years of age.
I love the way the Aussies say that. 3 white lights. It just rolls off the tongue, you know, mate.
Well, I haven't quite developed my Belarusian accent yet.
No, you're working on that. Creech, USA.
Maybe by Tokyo I'll have a bit of a Belarusian accent.
Here we go.
With this young man's build, I really hope he keeps going in powerlifting for the next 10 or 20 years.
Sure.
And with that sort of lift, he's got a big future.
Yes, he does.
237.5.
No changes on your opening attempts in the bench press. No changes.
Anton Biruk from the Ukraine wants 252 and a half.
Kilos for the tall lifter from the Ukraine.
And it is fantastic to see so many countries from Europe here in Eastern Europe. It's a long way for them to come and a very expensive trip for the teams.
For sure.
But they've all shown up and all put up their best lifters. And I was talking to our president last night, Gaston Farage. Gaston. And I believe there are 113 nations in the IPF now.
So I believe that's an all-time high.
That is, wow, look at that.
He's a big boy too.
How
isn't he?
fast was that? 252. And here is our biggest lifter, Clement from France, 285 kilograms.
Clements, loaded bar, 285 kilos. Second attempt, 628 pounds.
That is enormous.
Bars
And
loaded.
for those of you watching in America, 628.3 pounds.
For most of you Americans that don't know kilos. Thank you, Jimmy Carter.
There we go.
This guy's got quite a mop of hair up there too, doesn't he?
Well, I think it's the aerodynamics.
Helps him get some lift on the way up.
Walker back.
It's the classic mop top.
Up you go. Look at that.
He is.
He can wear his hair
very-
however he wants
however
if he's
he
going
wants,
to do
because
that.
I'm not going to tell him. He is a very tall, very big young man, and he absolutely smoked 285. Now for our third round of attempts now, with Orbits hitting 160.
Did you say this is Ihor or Ihor?
I'm going to go with Ihor.
I agree with you.
And I'm actually probably going to guess that the translation for spelling into English
Yeah.
may have been incorrect, and it may actually be Igor. We might have to ask
Yeah, it
him.
may be. Eeyore, I thought,
Well-
Eeyore, I thought was the donkey on Winnie the
Yeah,
Pooh.
well, given the size of him, I'm going to let you ask him.
No, I'm here to power lift.
160 kilograms. Now his 155 was tough, but he's sticking with that technique and he's working through.
Oh, that looks
And that
good,
is
pal.
a perfect example of sticking with technique and believing in it.
You are not
He was
kidding.
able to fight through against 3 white lights. That was a top fight.
He's up against some tough competition, however.
Sure is. That's a tough weight class. Clement has just put in a 300.5.
Whoa,
So
going
going
for
for
the
a world
world
record, his
record.
third lift. Suzuki from Japan looking for 190.
Bars loaded for Seiya Suzuki. Up we go. And judges say the first bench of the day is
They've got a good clean 170. Good clean 180 with a bit of work.
on the bench.
I think 190 should be in the bag.
Bars loaded here. Bars loaded here for the Brazilian lifter, Rodrigo Clark. Here we go.
Again, really keeping that chest up high.
Technically proficient.
And he gets the lights.
I think he went 3 for 3 with 9 white lights there.
And he has gone 3 for 3. Just putting a couple of extra Alico waffles on the plate on the bar there for Edward Harbour, 212.5. And without these sponsors, Alico, SBD, Titan, ER, Rogue, all these sponsors, these events just don't happen.
That is for sure. So they support us. So please get out there, folks, and support them as best you can. Buy their equipment, buy their gear, buy their weights, buy their apparel. They really support this International Powerlifting Federation.
I mean, it's what keeps things going for the athletes, and we want to see more of these great events.
Down and up, man. Third attempt.
Edward Harbour, Great Britain, Bluey,
Give it a ride,
212.5.
Up we go.
That was a nice, there's a big laugh at the
Wow.
top there, has a bit of
He
a
knew
chuckle.
He had that, huh?
3 white lights. I think that was a bit easier than he was expecting.
Yeah, and look at his jump, huh? 195 to 212. He may have mishandled that, you know.
Might have been a little bit low. Should have gone a little bit more.
He could have left something on the table, but then again,
Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain.
I'm not going to Monday morning quarterback somebody. Yeah, Kirill Sakharov.
Give it a ride. Come on there. Bars loaded here.
It's a very British name.
Yeah, sure.
Down and up. There you go, Krill. Nice.
Gets it up the top
Ah, there
there.
goes the nose. He's got blood dripping down the front of his face.
And it's not an unusual thing to happen. Hence why he came out with a bit of a nose plug on the last
He
one.
did, you're right. Should have kept that in. And they're going to spray some alcohol on that and clean that off. Chief referee was right on top of that.
And always looking after the athletes.
Hey, you know, after all, this is powerlifting. This is a blood sport. Love to start most
Bare
of my...
knuckle powerlifting.
Oh, yeah. Love to start most of my local powerlifting competitions with If You Want Blood, You Got It, from the boys down from down under, AC/DC. You familiar with that song?
I am.
Oh, good.
I happen to be a very big AC/DC fan.
Happy to hear, man.
Don't hear much of it in Belarus.
No, I would gather not.
Bars loaded here for Thomas.
Thomas Papalis from Canada, 220.
Off over here and runner. Come on, Renee. Here we go, man. Up and down. Up we go. And look. Light. Ooh. 2 reds and 1 white. Up we go.
Those
Come on.
knees are still popping in.
Go left on the bench.
Probably something they'll be working on in training in his next training cycle. Michael Berrien looking for 220. Now he missed it on his second.
If you notice on the board up there, this fella who missed his second attempt was the only miss in this entire flight.
Yeah, nearly everyone else has hit all their
We
lifts.
got all green up there.
I think it's nice that he wants to be a little different. He's fighting it, but just can't quite get there. Just let the bar push him forward a bit too far. With that sort of weight, it's a bit hard to muscle out. Connor Styles looking for 230.
Here comes Connor Styles.
I'm looking for Connor.
230 kilos on the bar from our host country, Canada.
I actually had a student's name when I was teaching at university. His name was John Connor.
Really? Wow.
And
Was his mother Sarah Connor?
I'm not sure, but I did use the I'm looking for John Connor when I called the role.
That's great.
I couldn't resist. How could you?
Oh, that's great.
Connor Styles looking for 230 kilograms.
Come on, Connor. Down and up. Up you go.
And he gets a red light on one side, but two's enough to put it on.
There've been a lot of red lights on that one side.
At least they're consistent.
You got to give credit for that.
Jacob Lenart from my neighbouring country, Poland, 232.5. I was in Poland earlier this year. I picked the coldest day of the year to go to Poland.
Yeah. Polsko hosted the World Games last year in Wrocław.
Very nice. Jacob Lenart from Poland.
All those hours training for this one. Okay, Charles. Set up nice, big arch, tight. Up we go, Jack. Up we go.
What a
Yes!
fight. Gets down deep and fights it to the top. And he gets the 3 white lights.
Wait, I got another one. He gets down deep and he takes it to the top. I could mimic him all day long. It is so sexy, and I mean that in a very
You think this bad neighborhood, eh?
generic way.
Bars loaded. Bars loaded.
Karel Rada from Czechia looking at 235.
Canada. 165 kilos. Bars loaded. Simon.
I'm telling you, the ladies in the States, they love the Aussie accent.
Well, that's what it is. That's what works for me in Belarus,
There
see?
you go.
It's the Australian accent. He's got to work hard. He knows he's got there. I always love the look on their face when they get about halfway up and they know they've got through the sticking point. Even the spotters and loaders are enjoying this out there.
Yeah. We got 3 lifts left, and we'll take a short break and come back with the bench. We've got Creech from the USA with 240 kilos on the bar. Then we're going to have Birok from Ukraine, and then we're going to have a world record attempt
again.
from the
I
France.
think there has been multiple world records every day
Every
since
day,
we started, I
multiple
think.
times. This has just been an unbelievably fierce competition.
Someone asked me the other day how many world records have we seen in this week, and I said honestly, we've seen so many,
We lost
I've
track.
lost count.
Yeah.
Okay, Stanislav.
Wow.
He took that deep.
He really went down low on that one. 3 white lights. Fist pumps the coach and nearly breaks his arm. Anton Birak from the Ukraine looks at 260.
Good lift for Stanislav. Anton Biruk, 260 on the squat rack.
Bars loaded for Anton Birok, if I'm saying that correctly, from Ukraine.
Look, I think he'll tell us
Yeah.
if we're wrong.
Yeah.
Gently, I hope.
I hope so. Look at that face.
He is determined to get this 260 on the board. He is our #1 contender and he wants to stay out there.
It doesn't look like he's going to have any problem with that.
So he'll easily take the gold away for the squat. Rada will take the silver.
Yeah,
Later
there's a
will
pretty
take the
good spread
bronze.
there, right? Well, no, hold on. I take that back. Guy in the bronze position is only 2.5 kilos behind Rada.
We're going to see this.
they could
We're going to
duke
see
that
some
out.
fights in the deadlift, I think. If Birak hits all his openers and has no problems, I think he's a clear favourite.
Oh yeah, no, I mean between 2 and 3.
But 2 and 3, we're going to have a bit of a battle
All right, here we go, folks.
for a world record
Sub-junior world record attempt.
from
325 kilos.
France.
And again, for you folks in the U.S., that is 662.5 pounds.
The squatting rooster is taking 300.5 for a spin, and his other lifts have looked really good. I got to say, I'd have to think he's going to get this.
I tend to agree with you after seeing those first 2.
Come on, let's go. Down.
Good control. A little bit slow. He changed his
Yeah.
technique a little bit as his other lifts. Didn't drop into the hole. Couldn't get the speed out.
Well, he's so far ahead of second place, he had nothing to lose to try that.
That's right. You've got nothing to lose. He's so far ahead. He's got plenty of up his sleeve to play with. We're going to take a 5-minute break and get back for some more action with the bench press very shortly.
See you.
Welcome back for the bench press at the 2018 IPF Classic Powerlifting World Championships in Calgary, Canada. Big shout out to Alico. With sponsors like this, it doesn't work. From waffle irons and toasters to the best weight plates in the world. When you buy Alico, you know you are getting absolute quality, calibrated weight plates and bars. Lloyd Owen from Great Britain to start us off at 107.5.
Second attempt, 170 on platform 1.
So he's done 115 before
Platform
the British Junior Championships last year, so 107.5 is a nice conservative opening bench press. And it looks conservative too.
Lloyd Owen with 3 whites gets the first step down.
Alexander Wei Ruang from Singapore looking at 110 to open his bench press campaign. We should see some pretty big benches today, I think, in all these 3 classes.
Sure looking like that.
And the bar is loaded.
Bars loaded. 3 white lights for Charles. Simon Chang, 170.
It was 2 years that I looked at, 2016.
170.
It was Casper Park.
Second attempt.
Then last
Bars
year,
loaded for
because we also looked at last resort, and then Casper Park
setting up
second
on platform 2. Setting up.
Alexander, he has got an absolutely massive arch on him for a kid this size. And it makes that look very, very easy. Gets the 2 white lights, just gets 1 red from the head referee there. Is letting him know his foot was off the ground, and there's another example of how great these referees are communicating with the athletes. The chief referee actually getting up out of his chair, walking over to the athlete and coach and just telling him your foot was off the ground, that's what we picked you up on the red card for, so they can fix it for next time. Jarrett Jordan from Canada, 120. It looks like Gino just opened a bottle of water that may have been vodka, and it's nearly killed him.
All right,
We have vodka for breakfast where I'm from.
Oh my God. Belarus, man.
Jarrett Jordan from
We
Canada.
We had vodka for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in Belarus at the Raw Worlds last year.
That's standard practice. And he gets 3 white lights. 3 white lights.
3 white lights. Crikey, mate. You see the size of the teeth on that gator? I'm sorry, that croc.
Croc. We have
crocs
We
over
have
there.
crocs. They're
We
much
have
more
gators.
dangerous than gators. Guy Mitsuhashi from Japan. Yeah. A gator doesn't necessarily see you as food. Crocs do.
Yeah. Look at the snappers on that croc.
120 kilos. He's got that very synonymous technique from Japanese lifters in the bench press. Hands out as wide as they can get them, chest up as high as they can.
And then they
a little bit of a flick in the wrist.
They flick that wrist and turn that wrist in just to get that
Another half an inch.
Yeah, I was just going to say 1/4 inch of range of motion, and man, it's all about
And
technique.
it makes a difference. Carson Shamahorn from Canada, 122.5.
Coached by Jeff Butt. Jeff Butt will be. He lifted earlier, went 9 for 9, got the
Yeah,
bronze
he had a
medal.
fantastic day, didn't
Yeah. And he'll be the meet director for the Commonwealth Championship next
he?
year.
Oh, wow.
In Newfoundland, Labrador.
You can't ask for a better coach than that, can you?
No, he is all business. He's quite the karaoke singer if you catch him out at night as well.
Is that right? And,
Oh, yeah.
And
was out with him a couple nights ago.
I may have heard, as I walked past, I may have heard some karaoke from Gino.
I did get up and sing a song or two, yeah.
Michael Bartz from the US of A looking at 122.5. Now, just to give you an idea of how much of a character Gino is, in the break there, I just text my lovely bride and said, guess what? I'm commentating with Gino. Michael Bartz from the US of A, 122.5. He's a little bit wobbly on the bottom there, lost his balance a little bit. You can see it sort of took the power out of his lift.
Oh, what was the chief?
Now, it could be lifting the foot or lifting his head.
Or he might have beat one of the commands.
Artom Sharapkin from Kazakhstan, 130 kilograms.
And Sorobkin is from, he hails from Kazakhstan. And we're expecting big things from this young man, opening up with 130 kilos.
Fantastic in his squats, wasn't he?
He was. He's currently in the silver medal position. A little early to be calling out placement, but he's up there. Oh, look at him smoke that, will you?
Drove that up at 1,000,000 miles an hour. 3 white lights. Shinosuke Tomita from Japan, 137.5. His bench is just getting bigger and bigger. Belgrove, who smoked the record in squats, is opening at 155.
The lifters are giving instructions to the lift off. Cars loaded here for Kevin Louis from Australia.
137.5 kilograms. Head referee just making sure his fingers are covering that ring at 81 centimeters.
Ooh, that was an interesting stat.
I'd just like to throw in a piece of trivia every now and then.
That's impressive. Guess I'm going to have to learn that when I take my national referee exam.
That will be a useful one.
Yeah, I've just committed that one to memory.
Daniil Pashkarev from Russia wants 140 kilograms.
Cars loaded here for Daniel. 3 whites for Kevin Louis from Australia. And bars loaded for Daniel.
Just waiting for him to come out.
Jordan Konasak from Ireland.
And the Russian athlete is on his way now.
Bars loaded for Jordan.
140 kilos is a big lift for a young man. Have to work a little bit harder than you'd like to for an opening lift. 3 white lights though. Ewan Belgrove from Australia, looking for 155.
Ewan Belgrove opening up just a few kilos shy of twice his body weight as an opener on a raw bench. That's an impressive ratio.
That is a huge lift, isn't it?
It looks like he's got some of the Aussie ladies filming him over there.
He's certainly gathered some attention there.
He's got a 2-camera shoot going on.
It appears he's gained in popularity. It's the advantages of being a world record holder.
And a good-looking one at that.
155.
Oh,
well,
baby.
that looked very much like a warm-up.
You know he's going to be doing well over twice his body weight.
Yeah, 155 was just a bit of a test opener. Gives a bit of a nod to the coach as he walks off. Thank you very much. I'll have that.
He looks like a very confident young man as well.
Lloyd Owen, 112.5 from Great Britain.
Now that sounds like a proper British name.
Well, Lloyd Owen is much more British than Kirill.
Yes, sir.
112.5. Now watch these guys spotting and loading. They have a special screen up there, and all Alico plates are coloured per weight. So the guys can look at the screen and it tells them what colours and what order to put on the bar, so they can get it done as quickly as possible. And unlike the gyms, our collars here weigh 2.5 kilograms. Precisely.
Lloyd Owen.
Lloyd Owen from Great Britain.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Sorry. Oh, Lloyd smoked that one. Lift is good.
And he gets the popcorn for that one. 3 white lights. Alexander Weirang from Singapore looks at 120. They are flying through these benches.
Was in Singapore last year watching Daiki Kodama set another bench world record.
Oh, wow.
At that competition at the Changi airport, town of Changi. You fly into Changi, and just competition was just a few minutes away from the airport. We got to see Jeza Uepa.
Oh, he is a fantastic lifter to watch.
Squat over 1,000 pounds raw, and then Daiki Kodama set a world record in the bench.
That is just enormous, isn't it? It's a nice quick press call, stops it on his chest fast and gets that press call. Michael Bartz from the USA wants 127.5.
Bazayev's press commands are always spot on. Not too short, not too long. He's a very good referee.
Yeah, when you're benching out there, I mean, you want to get the quickest call you can. So you want to stop that bar on your chest as fast as you can. And he's a fantastic referee because he's watching that bar very, very closely. And the second it stops, you've got your call. Has to work. It's a little bit hard for him. I don't think he's going to get it. And he gets racked. No lift. Now we keep mentioning the spotters, but a big mention for the referees too. I mean, these guys give up their time.
Yep. Most of them fly here on their own.
Yeah, their monetary resources. They sit up there in the heat all the time.
Yeah. They're definitely not in this for the money. They're in this for the love of the sport.
It is not a money-making sport.
No, that's for sure. Neither is announcing, by the way, as you and I well know.
Yeah, not a money-making sport, but we do it because we absolutely love it, just like all these guys.
Right on. All right, here comes Jeff Butt's lifter, Jerry Jordan from
He
Canada.
has got a big arch.
Yes, he does.
And he drives it back to the top. It was a bit tough for him, but 3 white lights. It was a little tough. I think he's going to find his third lift a little hard. Carson Shamahorn from Canada, 130 kilograms.
Here comes Carson, another Canadian lifter.
I'm hoping we're saying it right, but we haven't seen any really big guys come to the table and tell us we're wrong. So
No, that's for sure. You know who I get the most abuse from? Somebody's mother or grandmother will come out of the audience and just lay into me for mispronouncing the name.
And it's no easy task. We have so many names to look at from so many different countries.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Wow.
Shamalama Ding Dang. That was fast.
I don't think that's how you pronounce his name.
No, hell no. Guy Mitsuhashi, Japan.
130.
I had a grandmother once come out for Bonnie Rempel, and I was saying Bonnie Rempel. She lifted a couple days ago, Canadian lift. I was saying Bonnie
remember,
Rempel.
yeah.
She walked down from the tiered platform, older woman in her late 80s, and said, "It's Rempel, not Rempel. You get that right." I said, "Yes, ma'am." And the Japanese lifter, what did he get, Gary?
He should have 3. He got 2 white lights, so that's enough for 130 on the board. We always do our best to get their names as close as we can. Artem Sharapkin from Kazakhstan, 135 kilograms. If this is the standard of lifting in the 83s, I can't wait to see what they lift in the 105s and the 93s.
Yeah.
Here comes Artom from Kazakhstan, 135, just fixing his wrist straps up there. And if you're not too sure with the rules, the only thing they're allowed to adjust on the platform is their belt.
Everything else must be done off the platform, and any nose torque or slaps on the back,
They have to be done out the back, out of
in
sight.
the back, behind the screens, behind the walls.
Gets it to the top. 3 white lights. Shinosuke Tomita from Japan, 142.5.
Bars loaded here. Bars loaded for Kamika, Japan. Okay, this is yours, man.
When you watch, if you're watching at home, watch how he gets his fingers out and just pecks the wrist out a little bit to give him a little bit more.
There we go. Nice arch. It goes.
That was a great lift.
2 white means a good lift. 1 red.
Danil Pushkarov from Russia. Russia, 145 kilograms.
145.
Divide. And I do believe we have people watching this in Russia and Czechia and Belarus. Wow, he dropped that in fast. Divide, and he
hit
pushed
a
it back
sticking point.
through.
I say that's a good lift.
How
I
did
saw
he
no
get that
downward
up?
motion.
That
Yes.
is a good lift.
Yes, man, did he? I don't know.
How
where
did he get out of that?
Ooh,
He was in dire straits there.
that's like being in a river out in the bush of the Australian outback with a bunch of crocs around you, and being able to fight your way out, man.
Somehow he fought his way out of that. And here comes Ewan Belgrove for 160 kilograms. This is a huge lift. Wow, look at that.
I think he's got a little more in the tank.
Yeah, he's got another few kilos in there. I don't know if there's another 5 there.
I was just going to say, I hope he goes 2.5, because 5 he may
That'd be the
struggle.
smart move.
And if he goes 2.5, that will put him at exactly twice his body weight for his third attempt.
Double body weight. That is an enormous press.
Double
isn't
body
it?
weight on a raw bench is
Wow.
just scary strong.
Lloyd Owen from Great Britain next. Proper Englishman, 117.5.
Hello, Governor.
Would you like to have a bench, Governor?
Let's have a go at it now, eh?
Get some nice Alico plates, put them on the bar. And Lloyd Owen for 117.5, just putting his wrist wraps on.
Lloyd is just casually taking his time.
He doesn't look overly stressed about it.
No, and he's just burned half of his
burned
time.
30 seconds.
And he hasn't even out
He's
yet.
pushing it.
All right. He's a confident young man. Lets out a little growl.
And he's going to lift with one wrist wrap because one wasn't right.
Yeah, I guess he took a long time to put those on.
Doesn't
and
really
it didn't
have
quite
time
work.
to redo it, so
No, he's down to about 4 seconds right.
he's going
gonna
to time out.
He's going to time out if he doesn't get this in.
Just
Got
gets
that
in
in
there with
1
1 second to
second.
spare.
1 second on the
And he
clock.
smokes the lift.
And you know what? He's completely oblivious to the fact that there was 1 second on the
I
clock.
don't think he's aware that he was almost out of time.
No, completely oblivious.
Alexander Wei Ruang from Singapore, 125 kilograms for his third attempt.
The lifters have 60 seconds to bench to get the start command from the time that the bar is loaded, and he wasted
Used
59
59
seconds
of them.
and then he smoked that lift.
You know, 60 seconds. It's a decent amount of time to set up, but if something goes wrong and you have to re-rack.
He made the lift, but that doesn't make that right. His coach should have been on that, by the way.
Yeah, we always talk this week with the juniors and sub-juniors that the onus, really is on the coaching staff. These are sub-juniors. For most of them, it's their first ever international event.
Sure.
And it really is up to coaches. I mean, we saw a young man come out with the wrong shirt on yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And it really, it should be the coach to pick up on these things. Michael Bartz from the US of A.
Comes Michael Bart. Go. Come on, Michael. 127.5, 281 pounds. And
He's going to fight through it. He's got there. There he is.
Oh, that's a good lift. That's a good lift. He missed his second one, and he came back and got that on his third.
And he's got the three white lights. And you can see the referees, how much they wanted him to get that.
Yeah, they were behind him on that one. He's coached by Billy McCarthy from GetTheLift.com.
And he got the lift.
Yes, he did. Working for the right company.
Clearly, it's a good name. Jarrett Jordan from Canada. For his third attempt, this kid has got a monster arch on him. Got an extra hinge in his back, I think.
Look at this setup. He gets a better arch than some of the Japanese women that I see. Look at that rib cage.
There's a hinge there, isn't there?
Yeah. You could drive a truck underneath that arch he's got.
He's going to, he almost ground that out. He gave it everything he had.
Long and lean, but he's strong.
Naya Mitsuhashi from Japan, 135. And it looks like Belgrove is going for another record.
World record. You're right. And I'm gonna, we took bets last time. I'm gonna take bets this time. All right. That's gonna be just a little too heavy for me.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I think 166 might be just edging over that.
I hope he makes me eat those words.
But, absolutely. But yeah.
Let's see what happens.
His 160 was tough.
Yeah. Again, that's well more than twice his body weight.
And that's a little bit too much for Guy. 5 or 6 kilos doesn't seem like much. When you put it on a bench press at 160, it's a
lot of weight.
It's a backbreaker.
Yeah.
Carson Shamahorn from Canada, 137.5.
Here we go, Carson. This is yours.
137.5 kilograms. That's a big jump from his second lift, but not too big apparently. 3 white lights.
There is a rule regarding how far down on your hand the wrist straps can be.
There is.
And wow, he had them looked like on the palms of his hands.
So I believe it is 2 centimeters from the wrist crease.
I believe you're right.
Atom Sharapkin.
That is the job of the technical controller who check that on the right.
Absolutely. 137.5 for Atom from Kazakhstan. And he absolutely nails it.
Oh, very good lift. 3 white lights. Good lift, Arkham.
Shinosuke Tamita from Japan.
All right, 3 lifters left, and there's no more changes. I don't know why I'm saying that here. No more changes in the next flight. That just came out.
Chino's stuck in announcing mode, in MC mode, just making sure everyone knows there's only 3 lifts and there's no more changes for the next flight. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, man, it just comes out automatically now.
Keep the bum down. Up it goes. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, it's a good grind. Did he lock out that left elbow?
You know,
and he
I'm
didn't lock
gonna
out
tell you
enough.
something. I didn't think the left elbow was locked out at the start or the finish.
And the referees have picked it up, and he gets no lift. Daniil Poshkarev from Russia, 150 kilograms. Will lift 150 kilograms.
I must break you.
And I'm pretty sure he could break us.
Oh, yeah.
$150. Just a little bit much for him. That's that extra 5 kilos. A 2.5 might have been there, but a 5, a little much. And Ewan Belgrove, 166 kilograms for a world sub-junior record.
Spotter and loader's going to get some chips. He's going to show them to the chief referee. He okays them. And Timothy Anderson and our other spotter and loader will load them onto the bar.
In a world record attempt, you can go up by 0.5 increments.
Oh, bar's not loaded. The rack height is not set yet. So he gets a new clock. And all the cameras are running.
Here we go. Come on, Ewan.
Yes, the Australian girls have got their cameras going.
Here he comes, folks.
Ewan Belgrove.
Sub-junior world record attempt. 366 pounds, more than twice his body weight.
That is absolutely monstrous for a raw bench. I think everyone wants to see him get it. Well, we're eating our words because
Got
that
that
looked
right,
easier
pal.
than his 160.
Mr. Belgrove, I'll eat those
We
words.
bow to
I will
you.
eat those words in the back room, man. After I shake your
Wow,
hand for
166, and it looked easy in his
that.
160.
I mean,
That's incredible.
He was a little slow on his second attempt.
Yeah, that
And he just blew that up.
166 almost looked like you had 170 in there.
Wow.
And we'll move on to the 93s and the 105s now. We should see some big lifts here. Saya Suzuki from Japan opening with 115. These guys, spotting and loading, referees, athletes, do such an amazing job communicating.
Yeah.
You know, we have got multiple nations here, multiple languages, and we're still managing to get each other and understand how we want the lift off done, understand what's going on. And he nails it.
He had a good arch, too.
3 lights, very synonymous with the Japanese lift.
Yep.
Orobets from the Ukraine.
Here comes Igor Orobets.
115 kilograms.
3 minutes will goes to 6. Got it. Come on, Eeyore, this is yours. Play with
And he absolutely
Smashes that.
owned the living bar out of it.
lifters.
Corner Styles, your bar is loaded.
Change your opening attempts.
Connor Styles for 117.5
Loaded. Connor Styles.
is back.
Anna is back.
He said he'd be back. He's back. 117.5.
How they want to lift off, tell them, spotter it. How they want to move them, where they want it on their chest. Connor Styles, first attempt.
Got the Canadian home ground advantage.
That's for sure.
Made short work of 117.
Lightweight for
Oh, he'll be back for sure with something stronger.
Karol Rada from Czechia wants 127.5 as well. Superhero from Czechia.
127.5 kilos.
2 minutes left for opening attempt. Changes. Platform
127 and a half.
There you go, Carl.
See, his elbows are, I don't know, I thought his elbows were a little soft too.
Yeah, it
At
does
the
look a little
start,
soft
on the left.
on the lockout as well.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, see,
Head
chief
ref
referee
picked it up.
called And the only reason the chief referee, folks, had to give the start command, he has no choice because the two side referees put their arms down. And if only one side referee puts his arm down, that means two of them don't agree. He can hold the guy up or make him replace. But if both side referee puts their arms down, even if the chief referee feels he's not locked out, he has to give the start command. But he gave the start command, and then he makes the right call afterwards, which is a blue card, a red light with a blue card for a no elbow lockout.
You are going to smoke your referee's exam.
Your opening attempts, platform 1.
Thomas Papalis, 132 and a half from Canada. Struggles a bit on the left side, but we don't have to bring the bar up evenly. It just has to go up.
What's your view on, I see some lifters when you bench, I see some lifters benching in the deadlift slippers. I always felt that you didn't get much.
Yeah, I mean,
much
I don't
leg
think the
drive.
deadlift slippers on the bench press really give you an advantage. If anything, they probably give you a disadvantage.
Yeah,
We
you
wanna-
kind of lose some of that grip that you might
Yeah,
get
if you
off
want
the
a bit of
rug
grip
with
down
your
there,
leg
and
drive,
you want
right?
a really solid block
Right.
under your feet.
Right.
You want to drive through the legs, and with a really solid block. And deadlift slippers have quite a bit of movement in them.
Sure. Never understood. My assumption is that those kinds of lifters are not getting much leg drive
Yeah, look, if they're not,
out of their bench.
if they're not doing that, then they can probably improve their bench numbers by getting some leg drive.
Anton Birok from Ukraine.
Anton Birok from the Ukraine, 137 and a half. Yeah, we're seeing all sorts of different things. These are knee sleeves on deadlifts now, which was something we never saw
Yeah.
a year or so ago.
And you want to know my view on that? I mean, I'm sure, it keeps everything together. I get that, but everything tight. But it's a lot tougher as a referee to see if there's a marginal
Yeah,
lockout on the soft knees.
I
And
do
knee sleeves
know.
can disguise that a little.
I do know a few athletes that have worn them
Just for that
specifically
purpose. So do
for
I.
that.
Big arch there, nice and tight. Ready to lift. Go down.
Wow,
Ooh, that Anton is a strong kid.
that was an easy opening lift. Edward Harbour from Great Britain,
2.5 kilos. First attempt.
142 and a half. We're going to have some big numbers now.
Bars loaded here for Edward. Come on, Edward. Nice.
Bluey from Great Britain.
Giving the directions.
He's got
Comes
the
the ginger.
ginger with the big SBD belt.
And the SBD socks, and the SBD singlet, and the SBD wrist straps.
Is he looking for sponsorship?
I think he's sponsored by Titan. Just kidding.
It's a big groan to start off.
Oh my gosh.
Just like that.
Dude,
Gets
did
that-
you see that?
He gets that chest up high, doesn't he?
And he
Smokes it
actually
through.
sinks it into his chest. Most you see big guys do that, the heavier guys. He sinks it way in.
Way
and
down to the
that was
chest.
the fastest lockout I've seen so far this week.
Bars loaded here.
And if you can do that sink into the chest well,
Yeah.
and it's tough because once it's in there, it can't go down again. If you can do it well and push it out without a definite, obvious bounce and heave, then it works really well. It can get you plenty of speed, but it's tough to get right.
Yeah. And it's tough sometimes. Some of the referees, it's
It can
it's a visually
easily
tough
backfire
thing,
on you.
And they can misconstrue that as heaving. You're right.
Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain, 142 and a half.
Well, I like how you pronounced your T there. You said Great Britain, because most of the Brits that I know say Great Britain.
Great Britain.
Yeah. The T's and the H's.
I can
Hello,
adjust.
Harry. I'm from Great Britain.
I can adjust. Jacob Lennart from Poland. I was at the European Cup in Oshmiany, Belarus, earlier this year, and probably one of the biggest Polish lifters I've ever seen in my life. I just hoped I got his name right.
Wow.
Beautiful work. Stops that bar perfectly on his chest. Gets a super quick call.
We've got 2 lifters left.
Davis Creech, US of A, looking at 157.5.
On the bench on platform 2. 157.5. Bars loaded for Davis. Bars loaded here for Kieran.
157.5 for Davis Creech.
Davis Creech. First attempt, 157.5. Here we go. Up it goes, Kieran.
Here we go, taking it for a ride.
Too soon for Kieran. 3 reps. Davis. First attempt.
Wow. Using the sinking there as well.
All right.
These guys are hitting some big numbers and making them look easy. Clement from France looking for 165.
Platform 1 for Jordan. Bars loaded for Corentin Clement from France on the bench. Good setup here,
He was
Jordan.
great on his squats.
Up it goes. Up it goes.
It looks like his bench is just as solid. It has to be the hair.
3 reps. The bar went down before it came back up. Corentin, first attempt, 165. On the bench here, Timo Hellefors, 245.
Here we go.
Bars loaded for Timo Hellefors.
Absolutely nails 165.
Well, everybody there hit their openers in this fight.
That's a really, really nice start to the bench. Everyone's on the board. Now we can see them start trying to add to their totals, get themselves in a position to make runs for medals. Seiya Suzuki is the first lifter up for the second attempts at 122.5. Over to 115. That's a pretty hefty jump to 122.5.
From Ukraine, 260 on the deadlift. And
But the Japanese lifters and coaches
122.5 kilos.
generally been pretty much on point with their lift predictions. So
Yeah, pretty good.
Bars loaded here for Stanislav. Go on, Stanislav. Up it goes there, Seiya.
and absolutely nails it.
Good there. And it is good.
He gets one red light though from the chief referee. Igor Orovitz from the Ukraine.
Bars loaded for Igor Orovitz from the Ukraine, 125 kilos. Come on, guys, let's get the deadlift going here. Simon Chang.
Powerlifting genetics running through his veins.
Both sides.
Set up, Igor. Good arch.
You know when mum and dad are powerlifters,
For Simon, come on.
you're going to be one.
Both world-class powerlifters.
Wow.
You kind of have no choice in that matter.
It goes, Igor.
And he absolutely hammers it.
Looks like
3 white lights.
Come on, Simon. Connor Styles from Canada on the bench, 127.
Here comes Connor Styles.
Up it goes, Simon.
127.5. He hails from Canada. Bars loaded for Connor.
Nice, Simon.
Here he comes, 127.5.
Connor Styles, bars loaded. Bars loaded for Connor. 127.5, second attempt bench. Eric Mata, 265. The bars loaded for you as well. 265. Come on, Eric.
127.5 kilograms. And for Gino, 281.1 pound.
You got that
Connor,
right.
up it goes, Connor. Yes.
And that looks like a good lift for Connor.
And he gets it on the board.
All right, how about Carell?
132.5 for Karel Rada from Czechia.
Style, 3 whites, went up easy. Carl, bars loaded, Carl, Rada, 142. Come on, Carl.
And he is clearly fired up for this lift.
On the deadlift, massive weights.
I think he's still growling.
Come on, Carl. Here we go, Carl. Down.
We've got 3 lifters who all have a current subtotal of 597.5 in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. These 3 are going to duke it out to see who gets in the
It's going to be
podium in the
it's
bronze
going to be a
medal
battle for that
position.
bronze medal, isn't it?
Yeah, we got the Czech lifter at 597.5, and we've got USA lifter Bavarian, and we've got Harbour from Great Britain. All 3.
All on 597.5. That's going to come down to the last pull.
That's what we like here, don't we?
Thomas Papelis from Canada. 137.5.
Drive it, Thomas, drive it.
Gets it to the top.
Goes there, Renee.
And 3 white lights. 3 white lights.
3 white lights, lucky mate. Put another prawn on the barbie.
I'm going to have to ask the IPF to change the colour for me. So
Bars loaded for Michael Berrien, USA 137.5.
that's a good choice for a second lift. Just 2.5 kilos.
Yep.
Handles it well. Been talking all week to a lot of the coaches and athletes and we're in the commentary box about playing the end game. You know, not using all your energy up on a grinder on the bench press. We've still got 3 deadlifts to come. Anton Birak from the Ukraine. 145.
Lightweight for Charles. Anton Birak, 145 from Ukraine. Second attempt. Cameron Bowie from Australia, 280 from platform 1.
Anton Birak looking for 145. He just wants to get his job done and just build on that total. Nothing silly. No problem with that whatsoever. Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain.
Just across the pond.
Just across the channel. 147.5.
650 pounds. And Kirill's second attempt, 147.5 on the bench, platform 2. Bars loaded here from Tito. Bars loaded, 295.
Second attempt, took 5 kilos. Handles it without any problems whatsoever.
Goes. And Kirill. 3 whites for Kirill, second attempt. Come on, Tito. Come on.
Edward Harbour from Great Britain. 152.5. Hoping for 3 white lights.
Harder. 152.5 on the bench, platform 2. Second attempts on the bench, deadlift. Bars loaded for Edward. Bars loaded.
That was Edward.
Rodrigo Clark, second attempt.
Bluey from Great Britain. I honestly don't know why we call them Bluey in Australia.
This makes no sense.
Harder.
Edward Harbour, 152.5.
Second attempt on the deadlift.
For such a big lad, he's got a big arch.
Push that one up. Like you can.
And handles 152.5 with ease.
Edward has on platform 2 on the bench.
Jacob Lenart from Poland.
Poland 160. Bars loaded, Karen. Bars loaded. Here we go. Turn it out, lifter. Push it up. Jacob. Bars loaded.
160 kilograms.
160.
And Clement is looking at 170 for his second attempt. Absolutely huge.
There you go. Good way to pull the weights. 3 whites. Jacob.
Gets a start command, a beautiful stop on the chest, but it may have missed the press command.
And Jacob has.
No, he gets the white
gets
lights. Davis Creech from the US of A.
Davis Creech.
167.5. He is fired up for this lift.
Big bench there, big bench. Good, tight arm. Come on, Jordan. Up it goes. There. That's the way. That's the way. Very lights. Timo Hallefors from Finland, 245.
Here he goes.
Davis, come on. Big bench, big bench. Tight arm. There we go.
Wow, not too much trouble at all. 167.5.
You got it. 3 white.
And Clement is about to come out for 170 kilograms.
He hails from France.
The Frenchman definitely doesn't have frog's legs.
Bars loaded here for quarantine.
Nor chicken legs.
Unless it's a really big frog or a really big chicken.
Here we go. Come on, Timo. This is it. Pull it hard.
Clement, the benching rooster, 170 kilograms.
3 reps. 2 in a row.
Well, look at Creech. Creech has come around the corner to check out his bench. He wants to see what his competition is up to.
Checking him out, seeing what he's got.
He watched him smoke that.
Good with 3 white lights.
Certainly doesn't fill you full of confidence that you're going to peg him down when you walk around the corner and he just smokes it.
Yep.
Seiya Suzuki, Japan, looking for 130 for his third attempt.
Here we go for Suzuki. Both sides. Come on, Stanislav. Up we go.
130 kilograms for Japan.
Simon Chang, 277.5 on the deadlift platform. And Suzuki, 130 on his third attempt here.
And I think
Simon Chang, 277.
Vierick is just opening up that gap further and further away, isn't he?
Got that belly way up.
Bars loaded here for Chang.
He is so far out in front. After the bench, all he really needs to do is just come out, take it easy on his deadlift, put one on the board.
Right. Now the chief referee did call him for his foot being off the floor. And not a toe or a heel. It was when they kind of
Twist their foot, ankles come up.
Chief referee gave a yellow for that.
He's being very, very observant, the chief referee.
Oh, he's spot on.
And his communication with the athletes is fantastic. Gets up out of his chair and lets them know what they did wrong.
Yep.
Connor is back, 130.
Up it goes, push it, Connor.
He's working through it. He gets it to the top.
Looks good.
What a grinder.
Good,
He gets 2 white lights, that's enough. The chief referee again just put him there for a red light.
platform 2, 130 kilos. Come on,
Igor Onovets from the Ukraine. 130 kilograms. You have to say these Eastern European country names with a particular tone.
Oh, yes.
You can't just say Ukraine. It has to be the Ukraine, Russia, Belarus.
And judges say no, came down.
130 kilograms for the big Ukrainian. Just a little bit too much for him. You can hear his coach in the background. Come on, come on, come on. Divide, divide, divide.
And you get to learn all the sayings.
Karel Arada.
Japan is gig, 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 gig.
Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
just learned something new.
You listen to that one. Gig, 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 gig. Each country has their own.
Karel from Czechia.
Sweden is come in, come in.
You would have learnt them all, I think, over the years, wouldn't you?
I think I know most of them. Garel, 137 and a half. He gets the start command.
And that was a good third lift
He's
number.
a very vocal lifter, isn't he?
He likes to let everyone know that he's here in the house. Yeah, he's got the colours to make sure people see him and the voice to make
He's lit
sure
up
people
like
hear
a
him.
Christmas tree, and he has the voice to back that up. You're right. Good one.
Thomas Papalis from Canada, 142 and a half.
Judges say that was a good lift. Thomas, bars loaded. Bars loaded for Thomas. Papalis, Canada. Last bench.
142.5.
United States. Moving up the bar. Taking all the talcum away. Okay, Thomas, come on, boy. Come on. Nice and tight. Drive it.
He's
Drive
going to
it.
work through it. He's
Yes,
going to put the
yes.
grind in. Wow. How did he get out of that?
Judges say it was a good lift. He fought
He was in all sorts of trouble coming off his chest, but somehow managed to push it through.
USA lifter.
Michael Berrien, US of A, 145.
1 and 2. Come on, Charles. Let's go. Give it a ride, man. Don't start till the bar gets on the floor. Up it goes.
USA Stars and Stripes Titan suit.
3 whites. For Charles.
145.
Up it goes.
Oh, right up for Berry.
That was a
Blink
good
and you'll
lift
miss it.
for
Yeah.
Michael Barrett. Kevin Bowie, 300 kilos.
Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain,
Bars loaded here for Kevin. Come on, Kevin. Bars loaded
looking
here.
at 152.5.
Here we go. Come on. Come on, Kevin. Just like last time. Just drive it up. Come on, Kirill. This is your lift. This is the bench, man.
152 and a half.
Very, very, very easy. For 2 whites, 1 red. There you go.
Gets it to the top,
Oh, yeah.
They lift in there.
Garel.
and he's currently sitting in bronze position
Wow.
for the bench press.
World Junior record deadlift attempt by bars loaded for Anton Birak. Chito Nanoli from Norway. Cleaning the bar off.
Anton Birk from the Ukraine
Here you go, Anton.
wants 152 and a half.
152 and a half kilos. For Anton Birak from the Ukraine. Bars loaded here. Come on, Chito.
Getting that chest up as high as he possibly can,
Junior record. Come on.
trying to reduce the range of motion.
That's a lot of weight.
Wow, he had more in the tank there.
He did.
152
He
and a half.
should
was
have
pretty
been a little
easy.
He might have gotten a medal.
Could have possibly pushed a little bit harder. You're right there for a medal, maybe.
Edward, you're up next.
Edward Harbour from Great Britain, 147.5.
Edward on the bench.
We just heard a cheer over on the other platform where Cheeto from Norway just pulled a new deadlift world record.
Another world record.
Yeah, I announced him about a month ago in Norway, and he pulled the world record then. He must have broken his
Really,
own
another
world
one.
record.
So a month ago, breaking a world
Broke his
record.
own world record.
1 month later at the World Championships, he's doing it again.
He pulled 3:15 and a half.
That is absolutely unbelievable. And remember, if you're not watching that platform as well at home, they are juniors.
Clean the bar off really well. And Edwards going here, third attempt. Up. Yes, Edwards.
Yeah, he's
Keep going,
pushing
Edwards, keep
through and he
going.
gets it to the top.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
He might get a warning there.
oh, he used a little foul language up there.
We do
He said,
have,
heck yes,
heck yes,
and that's not allowed.
we do have strict rules about
Little-
swearing on
little
the
nastier
platform.
than heck, but I have to keep it PG here.
We're broadcasting in prime time. We need a PG rating.
Yeah.
Jacob Lennart from Poland, 162 and a half. And don't forget, you can stream both these platforms on your computer and watch the double the action.
Nice. Good. Three lights.
He's currently in the gold medal for the bench press.
Jacob Leonard, 162 and a half. Duran.
Zakharov will take the bronze medal, and Harbour will take the silver medal in the bench press.
Duran, pull around. Up it goes.
Grinds it out, gets it back up, and he'll get the 3 white lights.
yeah.
Left for Jacob.
All right, now we have Creech, who is trying to move. He's currently in the silver medal position in the bench, and he is looking to move into the gold medal position with 172 and a half kilos on the bar, or 380.3 pounds for you Americans out there for Davis Creech. This is a gold medal position bench.
Josh trying to sneak in under the radar there and snatch the gold medal away from Clement.
Good lift, 3 whites.
It is a big lift, 172 and a half.
Ireland, 340 on. And Davis, come on, Davis. This is yours. Big catcher. Up it goes.
He's got the speed, he's got it to the top.
Ooh,
He might have got
good.
this. He does, 2 white lights.
Bar's loaded.
That'll temporarily put him into the gold medal, and Clement will have to push the 175 to steal it back.
Clement is the heavier lifter, so he's got to go up 2.5 kilos.
175.
Bars loaded for Florentin Clement.
This is an enormous bench press.
Oh, yeah. For the 105 kilo weight class,
175.
Big bencher.
1.7 times his body weight.
Wow.
Okay. Clement, come on. Up.
And he makes it look easy
Very
and takes the gold back
Oh,
again.
yeah.
2 whites.
He knew it all
He
along.
made that look exceptionally easy. Well, we'll be back in about 5 minutes' time to watch these guys battle it out in the deadlift. The deadlift platform where gods are made and egos are destroyed. Welcome back. We are here for the 83 kilogram class at the IPF Classic Powerlifting World Championships 2018. And this is shaping up to be an enormous battle in the 83 kilo class. We are going to open our our deadlift with Michael Bartz at 155 kilograms. We have got some big lifts coming, and it looks like we have a world record attempt somewhere along the line, possibly. We will wait and see. 155 from Michael Bartz. A good, easy opening lift for Michael. Jarrett Jordan from Canada is our next lifter at 200 kilograms.
There you go, come on, Carl. Oh, yes!
200 kilograms for Jarrett Jordan from Canada. His bar is loaded. Has had an up and down sort of day, looking to finish strong on the deadlift. Big smiles on his face. Shinosuke Tomita from Japan wants 205.
Japan, first attempt, 205.0.
Great technique set up here. See his hips stay down. He holds them down pretty well. Gets the 3 white lights. Lloyd Owen from Great Britain, 210 kilograms. If you can hear all that shouting in the background, that's because we have a world record attempt on platform 1. Lloyd Owen, 210 kilograms. Lloyd Owen getting tight on that bar. Getting the big breath. Stands that up without any problems whatsoever. Guy Mitsuhashi from Japan, 220. Here goes Guy Mitsuhashi.
On your feet. This is it. World open record by a junior lifter.
He gets it to the top. Not sure if he was able to lock that out and may have just dipped to the bar. Gets 1 red light, but 2 is enough to go on the board. Ewan Belgrove from Australia, 230 kilograms. Ewan Belgrove from Australia, 230 kilograms.
Here we go, Ian. 230. Come on, Ewan. Up it goes.
Handles that very well. He has had a big day, and what an incredible day he's had.
Danielle, push the round.
He is the clear favourite to win this round. Now he's got that deadlift on the board. It's unlikely that anyone's going to catch him.
230.
He is 50 kilos ahead of third place and nearly 30 kilos away of second place.
Up it goes, Daniel.
And Danil Pushkinov from Russia gets the 230 under control.
Next lifter, Artem Shurupkin from Kazakhstan. 250 on the bar.
Artem Shurupkin from Kazakhstan wants 250 kilograms.
Kazakhstan lifter. Placing the bar in the middle of the platform. Bar's loaded here.
Artem Shurupkin from Kazakhstan, 250 kilograms.
There we go. Yes. Down.
And he has had an outstanding day today.
3 white lights. Good lift.
Carson Shammerhorn from Canada wants 255
255 kilos on the bar.
to get himself on the board.
Carson. Bar's loaded, Carson. Give it a ride, man. Give it a ride.
Here he comes for 255.
Up we go. Each weight. To this nationals.
Going the double overhand hook grip.
Up it goes. Just like that. Just like that. And 3 good weights.
3 white lights. Alexander Weir Ruang from Singapore. He's looking at 257 and a half.
Bar's loaded for Alexander. Come on, Alexander. Easy one for you. Nice pull. Big wide sumo.
He stands that up without any problems at all. And we've got 257 and a half on the board. Come around for our second attempts now. Everyone's got their opening lifts. They've set their numbers. This is where they start seeing if they can take a run for any medals. But Belgrove is a mile out in front at 676. The Kazakhstan lifter looking at 647. And the Canadian 617. They're going to be hard to catch.
Yeah. This class may already be
Don't think we're going to see too many changes unless something goes
terribly
wrong.
One of them.
Michael Bart's 175. Had to work a bit harder than he thought.
Hold on. I'm going to call that a hitch.
I think he might have hitched it. No, they've given white
All
lights.
right, he got it.
Good lift, second attempt. Jared Gordon, 210.
He got 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
That's not a knife.
If my Australian accent isn't bad enough, I have an Australian accent when I speak Russian.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
So when I do say something Russian, people just look at me. Stop. I did say it correctly, yes.
Here comes the big, long, lanky sumo puller.
Jarrett Jordan from Canada. He is a very odd build
double
for a
overhand
sumo.
hook grip,
Yeah. Oh, he's struggling. He's
See,
got to
now
get it back.
That's right. There was a little bit of everything going on there.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of hitch, a little bit of up and down, and a little bit of dropping the bar.
He'll get that his next time.
Shirasuke Demota from Japan.
Or as Gaston says, Japan.
Japan.
215 kilos on the bar.
Bar is loaded here for D'Amico.
215 kilograms.
That's a pretty lousy Aussie accent I'm doing, I know.
I hope mine's okay. I've been working hard at it.
Yours is just fine, mate.
Is he wearing...
Yeah, I hope he's got a mouthpiece on.
Otherwise he has gold teeth.
Otherwise he should be rapping and not powerlifting.
And he gets the 3 white lights.
That was a little scary when he first smiled. That threw me for a loop.
Lloyd Owen from Great Britain for 220
Your
kilograms.
diction is so posh.
Conventional style.
There is something just nice about watching a conventional lift, isn't there? He says, thank you very much. I'll take the 3 white lights.
And without getting too esoteric on the folks out there, there's just something really nice about watching somebody that's got good form from start to finish. It is just one. It's like poetry in motion. It's like watching ballet, watching them lock out.
It is. It's an absolute pleasure to watch. We said the other day with some of the masters lifters, you know, because they're older, because they've got to make sure they can lift for longer, you know, their backs are just in the perfect position. They just really have to work on that form and technique, and they're just great to watch. Gay Mitsuhashi for Japan looking at 222.5. And here he comes running out of the platform. Looks like he might
got
not
about 30 seconds. But
might not have heard his name out there, and he's come racing out. And I don't think he's able to lock that out.
I'm agreeing with you.
And he gets the 3 red lights.
A little bit of shoulders.
He did leave his lift run a little bit late then.
You know, the Japanese are very precise, and he obviously got out there late. He seemed a little bit flustered.
Yeah, he wasn't able to take his time with his setup. He just rushed into it.
I think because his coach should have told him he had almost 40 seconds left on the clock, and he got a little flustered, and I don't think he got a proper setup.
Yeah, and that's, you know, when you're the sumo lift particularly, it's so technique important.
Sure.
You're a little bit off in your setup. And Daniil Pushkina from Russia can't quite move the 240.
Well, this is interesting to see. Belgrove isn't the strongest puller out there, huh?
Yeah, we're glad to see that he has got one lift that he's not.
That he's human.
You know, one lift that he's not the best at. He is human after all. He's going to pull 242.5, and he doesn't need to do much work. Just needs to pull a couple of lifts and stay out in front.
Yeah, I would say if he pulls this, he's pretty much locked up the gold medal.
Yeah, it's a bit much for anyone else to add on to pull.
That belt looks like it's from the 19...
We're going back in time here to the early days of powerlifting.
They made him good then.
There he goes. Oh, gets a little bit off balance at the top there. I think he'll be all right. No, he's not.
I think they got him on shoulders on that.
Yeah, he didn't pull his shoulders. They got a little bit off balance and just couldn't find his lock properly.
Couldn't quite get the hips through and get the...
So he is human.
Yes. Was that his first miss?
I think that was his first miss. Artom Sharapkin from Kazakhstan, 260 kilograms.
Come on, Artem. Give it a ride. Pull it up. Easy lift, easy lift.
Another sumo puller. Quad dominant.
Up it goes.
And he does have big quads, doesn't he?
That kid's a teenager?
And the judges say it's a good lift.
18 years of age.
Like he's about 38, 36.
2.5.
I don't think I had that much facial hair at 18.
262.5.
And they bloom early in Kazakhstan.
Bars loaded for Carson. Come on, Carson.
It's the special water. Something in the water there. They all have facial hair at 16.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Load
Guess the bar's not loaded.
Requested that they clean off the talcum powder and get the bar in place.
Carson is staring down that bar. He's breathing heavy. He's got
Look
his
at him.
fists clenched.
He wants this.
Here you go, Carson.
Here goes the clock. Maybe.
He's
got
after it,
no
isn't he?
clock. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. He's got a lot of focus and intensity here.
262.5. It's a big lift.
Another double overhand hook grip, sumo style. Hooks that thumb under the bar, wraps the fingers over. Thumb takes the full force of the weight.
Wow.
Beautiful form, beautiful.
And if you can do a hook grip, and it is absolute murder on the thumbs, but if you can do a double overhand hook grip biomechanically, it puts you in a far better advantage position for a deadlift.
For sure. For sure.
And we have a world record attempt.
Record attempt on
Alexander Wiruang from Singapore is looking at the world deadlift record at 270.5, and he weighs in at just 80.48 kilograms.
Close to 3.5 times his body weight.
Come on, let's get behind it. Up we go.
I swear you have the fastest bodyweight mathematics on the planet.
It's my background, finance.
Finance, bodyweight.
Come on, Alexander.
270.5.
Record here.
Another world record.
Oh, he smoked that.
And he
Smoked that.
still has a lift to go.
Wow. He's going to plus that up.
Wow, he's chipped the bar for 270.5. He is going to own it after
Yes,
this.
he is.
185 on the bar now. For
Michael Bart's US of A looking at 185. Just keeping an eye on the boards and having a look to see what Alexander puts in next. Because he owned 270.5, didn't he?
Yeah.
Michael Bart's from the US of A, 185. Dope. Bart! Bart, your bar is loaded.
put it on the leg so it slides, but it doesn't do anything with your hands. Opens them up.
Here we go for 185
Bar's loaded.
for his last lift.
Michael.
You know, at this early stage of their career, just getting to a world championships is
It's a
such
big
an experience. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, for some of these guys, it's their first ever one. And you watch these guys over the next few years, you'll see them again and again.
I say all the time to these fellas, I don't care what place you get in, you're on the world stage.
You're on a world
already
stage.
champion.
You're already a champion. You made it to the world championships.
That's correct.
Jared Jordan, Canada, 210 kilos.
Jarrett Jordan looking for 210 kilos. Jarrett Jet Jordan. Here we go. And we're on the third lift, so the bar has to be cleaned
After every
between
attempt.
each attempt to give every lifter the best possible chance.
Platform is starting to take a beating. Starting to be a few dents in that plywood. They may have to replace that
Yeah,
plywood.
I'd say
as the
they'll
week
replace that
continues.
before the open lifters.
Yeah, and they have rolled the bar a little further back on the platform to
Just
get it
putting
out
it
of
in the
those
best spot
grooves.
for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just don't picture him as a sumo lifter.
No, not with those. No, guys that look like that almost always pull.
He managed to recover and put that one on the board. He's got it. He's happy. I mean, that was a tough comeback. He missed the 210, dropped it, didn't lock out, had pretty much every card there was.
222.5.
We saw a lifter on the other platform in this morning's session. Failed his second attempt in sumo, came out for a third and did it conventional and absolutely nailed it.
Wow, I've never seen that.
I've never seen it at a world event.
Yeah.
I've seen it
I've
at
seen
some
it
regional
locally. Yes,
ones,
you're right, I've seen that locally.
but I've never seen it at a world championship before.
Bars loaded here.
We had a junior lifter on the other platform just a few minutes ago pull for an open world record.
Wow, was it 327 or something?
327.
Wow.
And he got the lift, but he had some up and down on the bar. He got it all the way up and locked out, but he had some up and down on the bar.
That is an enormous weight for a junior lifter. And he gets it to the top.
He had over 4 times his body weight.
Wow.
At the 83
That is an
kilo
83
weight
lifter.
class. Yeah.
Okay,
I announced him in Norway. Did I say that earlier? I announced him in Norway
well.
about a month ago where he broke the world record.
And we have, I mean, we are really lucky to have these positions where we get to meet all the lifters, announce for all the lifters, travel the world.
Great countries, and meet these guys. And
Yeah,
they're
we
all
get to see
nice
these guys and get to know them. And you'd have to admit,
all nice guys and girls. Even Heinrich. From,
even Heinrich from South Africa who joined us the other day.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, he's a nice guy.
And that's hard to believe that he actually is a nice guy.
Gaia Mitsuhashi from Japan. I think that's one of the best things about powerlifting. If you talk to the athletes, they're all just humble, nice guys. They can break world records, and you can talk to them. And wow, that's a little bit too much for him.
Next lifter, Lloyd Owen. Great Britain.
Lloyd Owen from Great Britain.
From Great Britain.
Great Britain. I'll practice that one for the next time we meet.
500. Come on, Lloyd. Lloyd Owen. Great Britain.
Lloyd, if you get this, we'll go out and have some Britneys tonight at the pub.
Couple of points.
Yep, for those of you that don't know, a Britney is Britney Spears Beers. It's a little Cockney.
Oh, there you go.
Michael Caine Cockney.
I was not familiar with that one. I'm familiar with Australian slang. Lloyd Owen, Great Britain, 230 kilograms. He's worked hard for it, but he's got it to the top.
Looks all right.
He got it up there, and he's got the 3 white lights. Daniil Pushkarov from Russia.
You have to say that with a lot of
Russia.
You got to get it from the.
It's got to come down,
down
from
low,
deep down, right in the stomach. Oh, we've had a change. Ewan Belgrove will be lifting next at 242.5.
This is for the world record in total, sub-junior world
Wow.
record in total.
So Ewan Belgrove wasn't happy with just having the squat record or the bench record.
No, you had to get one more.
Wanted the hat trick.
Yeah.
Ewan
Kazakhstan is going to
Belgrove.
be pulling for a junior world record too.
Wow, there are just records dropping left, right, and centre. Ewan Belgrove, 242.5, and this will be a world total record. That is a huge total. If that doesn't get you the gold medal, there's something wrong. Gets it to the top.
I think he got everything put
I think he
together
put it
that
all
time.
away. And he gets the lights. And he is well out in front. No one is going to be able to pull for the win.
Yeah, nobody will catch him.
No one can pull for the win. Daniil Pushkarov from Russia. 252.5. And as much as we joke around, the Russian coaching and the Russian athletes have been outstanding.
First class.
We saw the Masters lifters earlier this week with the Russians taking some gold medals home there with absolute perfect form.
Bars loaded here for Daniel. Last deadlift. Pull hard.
Just a little bit too much for him. He felt that. Just a little bit too much. Atom Sherlopkin from Kazakhstan. for a world sub-junior record.
We look like we got 3 of them in a row coming, huh?
Wow. This gets exciting now.
Yeah, last 3 lifters are all pulling for to outdo each other for the world sub-junior
We
record
will just
attempt.
sit back and see who gets the final say.
We just had a change. We just had a change. He went from 275 down to 271 and a half. So
So the Canadian
Sorokin
decided just to
pulls
try and
this.
chip him.
If Sorokin pulls this, Shamahorn is going to chip it.
Artom from Kazakhstan wants 271 for the world record.
Bars loaded.
You know it's in tough competition when you try and break a record and everyone after you tries as well.
Well, it's been broken once. It's been broken once by Ang.
Yes.
Just can't hang on there.
Oh,
He's
he
a bit
was
dizzy.
wondering why he didn't get the down command possibly, but his shoulders weren't back.
Couldn't
his
lock-
shoulders
could
weren't
not
back.
lock
he was
out.
Not locked out. All right, so Ang got it. He tried to break it. He missed. And let's see, is the Canadian going to make a second change and bring it down to 271?
So Carson has right up until the bar is loaded to make that change if he wants to.
And the answer is, I'm guessing no.
It doesn't look like it. I can't see his coach over there or anyone
So
looking at him.
he's going to stick with that half kilo higher than he has to break the record. We're expecting Ang to bring that 280 down unless he's got some unbelievable.
So 271.5, and I think he'll wait and see what he does before he changes. If Carson misses, you might see Ang put it down to 271.
Right.
Look at the determination. He's just scaring that bar into coming up.
That's a good lift.
Wow, I think he might have it. He has it. So he currently has the world record. Let's see how long he owns it
All right,
for.
what's Ang going to do?
So Alexander, he wants it back.
Man, this is confidence. Ang
He
could
hasn't
shift that
changed.
to 272, but he's taking it up to 280, and he is leaving that bar at 280.
And if you guys at home can't see, but all the guys that just lifted have all come out to watch to see if Ang gets this 280. This is absolute confidence, isn't it? Could have dropped it down to 272 or even 273, but he's staying at 280.
He is 8 kilos above what is necessary to regain this world record.
He doesn't just want the world record, he wants to make sure these guys don't take it again.
Oh, he wants to smash this. He's not going to go through this again with these
And,
fellas.
you know, his 270 was
Oh, the
fast.
change came in.
It came in, he's dropped it down to 272.
They got that change in with about 2 seconds
That
to
was
go.
close. You have right up to the point they say bar loaded. And I'm pretty sure they were just about to call bar
They were
loaded.
2 seconds away from saying the bar was set. They had dropped
Wow,
it off,
that was
they had
close.
dropped it off the rack, they hit the jack. They had rolled it back, and they were 1
Just
to 2
about to
seconds
finish
away.
it. So he's dropped it down to 272,
He has chipped.
which I think is a smart move.
Very smart. He's not. He wasn't going to get. It wasn't going to get him a bronze medal. So why not?
Why not take a record?
Why not secure the record, right?
For 272.0, he is going for a record that was just set.
All the way from Singapore.
And he's going to be giving it a full. Big Sue stretch up and close.
Boy, that was fast.
Fast and easy.
Wow, and he gets it on the board and he takes his record back and says, thank you, I'll put that back in my pocket. And we will move straight into the 105s and the 93s and see some more massive lifting. Clement looks like he's opening at 290 kilograms. But Igor Olovets from the Ukraine looks at 180 to open his campaign.
Bars loaded here for Igor Horvitz.
Igor Orovets, part of the Orovets family.
Goes, and the lights are white. 197.5 kilos.
And he gets it on the board.
With 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
Here comes
That's
Kirill.
going to follow me around forever, isn't
You
it?
got that right, pal. Here comes Kirill Sakharov, Great Britain. 197.5 kilos.
Here we go. 197.5.
Here he comes.
He saunters out, no problem, no stress.
Yeah, just casually strolls out, eating a sandwich on the way.
He saunters out. Double overhand hook grip, sumo pull. No wonder he sauntered out.
Very casual and relaxed, isn't he?
Look at him, he saunters
Yeah, he
back off.
casually walks back off again. Oh, there's a bar there. I think I'll lift that.
Oh, this is a world competition? Well, you're not
Very
gonna stress
casual.
me out.
Not stressed at all. Saya Suzuki from Japan wants 210.
Bars loaded.
210 kilograms. And looking forward to seeing him deadlift. Japanese have been fantastic to watch with technique.
Get the slack out of the bar. He digs in.
Oh, gets a bit off balance at the top there. Might have seen a downward movement, and we
Yes,
did.
Yes, yes.
Just got himself a little bit off balance.
Down on the bar. I don't know what the yellow card is for.
Canada. The next lifter, 215 kilos on the bar.
I mean, blue is up and down.
Blue is
Yellow-
up and down.
The
Yellow
yellow
might be
chief
locking
referee.
out, I think,
No,
but
lockout is red.
Lockout
Yellow
is red?
Yellow is you put the bar down too early, which I didn't see.
No, I didn't
Maybe
see
he
him
meant
do
to
that.
put a blue.
Thomas Papalas from Canada, 215 kilograms. He's a little less casual.
Yes.
He has a very, very wide conventional stance.
Yes, he does.
Almost a strongman lift.
And 3 white lights. Good to go. Jakub Leonard from Poland, 220 kilos.
Jakob Lennart from Poland, 220 kilograms.
Bars loaded. Jakub, bars loaded. Easy lift for you. Here we go. Jakub.
You want coffee?
Push your feet to the floor. Just pull it up.
Jakob Lennart, 220.
Oh, looks good. Looks
Gets
good.
it to the top. And it is a good lift.
Connor Styles from Canada, 225 kilos.
Here comes Connor Styles, Canada, 225 on the bar. This is Connor's opener.
He's back.
Bars loaded. Connor.
Loaded for Connor.
225 kilograms.
Here we go, Connor. Hold it up.
These kids are strong.
For sure.
Wow. Good lift.
Good lifting, Connor. Carol Rada, Czech Republic. Carol Rada, 230.
I don't remember kids being this big when I was in school.
Neither do I. Bars loaded, Karel. Czechia, or the Czech Republic.
Karel Rada, Czechia.
He wants to make sure everybody knows he's in the room. His socks are too low.
The visual and the audio.
Honey. Honey.
Gets it up there.
Look at his socks.
230 kilos. 105 kilo class. Lifters, we have two classes together, 105 anyway. Bars loaded. Okay, Davis.
Comes Davis Creech, USA, 230 kilos. Arian Kamisi, USA Coach of the Year, comes out and around the side to watch him. And he'll assess the pole.
You can't ask for more than that,
No,
can you?
and-
Having
and
that man as your coach.
And there he is. He's a technician, and he's ready to submit his next number.
You know what, and the US coaches all week have shown, their preparation, their drive for technique.
Yep.
They put on lots of time and research into their athletes, and their number picking has just been on the money. And we keep saying if a US athlete comes out to break a record, it's on the bar.
Yeah.
The coaches aren't putting it on there unless they think there's a chance.
Right. You are right. Which sometimes upsets some of the lifters, but
Yeah, I can imagine it would.
there's been a few of those issues, but the coach is the coach for a reason.
Yeah, and then looking at the end game, the big picture.
Yep.
Edward Harbour, Great Britain, 232.5.
Very strong.
I think I had a bit of an accent when I said Britain then. Yeah. What have you done? What have you done to me, Gino? The USA, Michael Berrien, 247.5.
Your buddy Clement from France is now almost 100 kilos ahead of the second place.
Yeah, all he has to do is
Hit his
just
opener.
put his opener on the board and go and have a coffee. Or as we do in Belarus, put our opener on the board and go and have a vodka.
You got that right, mate. Well, he's from France. He'll have some red wine.
Maybe some cognac. 247.5. Gets it to the top. Good opening lift.
Anton Viruk from Ukraine.
Anton Viruk from the Ukraine. 247.5.
Bars loaded, Anton. Bars loaded. Come on, Anton. Up it goes.
He's just casually getting himself ready. No rush. It's only 247.5 kilograms.
Easy.
He is just a giant, isn't he?
Yeah. Just a huge guy.
Wow. Absolutely nails it.
Recorded with 3 white lights.
Clement from France, 290.
Trying 290. 290 kilos. 105 kilo class.
290 kilos. If he puts his opener on the board, no one can catch him.
Bar. Bars
Here he
loaded.
goes, 290 kilos for the French Rooster.
Powerful, powerful man. Sub junior.
Double overhand hook grip.
We're seeing a lot of this in this flight, aren't we? A lot of that.
And he pulls the bread out of the toaster on that one. And gets the 290 on the board. Igor Olovitz from the Ukraine looking for 195.
Deadlift, second attempt. Yours, the 105 kilo class.
Just having to get the bar in the right position there. We're in our second attempts now.
Lead off the bar.
And if you can see that bar through the live stream, there's a lot of talc in that knurling, so they're going to get that out.
I see a lot of chalk in the air.
There is a lot in the air.
You know, I love the smell of chalk in the morning. It smells like powerlifting.
You know where you are when you can smell chalk. You must spend most of your time traveling around powerlifting events.
This is true.
Probably more than you're at home, I would say.
Pretty much for the last few years, that is correct.
And he gets the 3 white lights. Saya Suzuki, Japan.
Bars loaded here for Suzuki, Japan.
Now he missed his opening lift, just got off balance and couldn't quite lock everything out and drop forward. I imagine the Japanese coaches out the back would have rectified that. A little technique adjustment to make sure we get it right. That's better.
Got it all together then.
He's on the money with that one. 3 white lights. Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain. I nearly said from the Ukraine then with that name. Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain.
Doesn't have the same rings when you say Ukraine.
Not quite the same, is it? 210. And he just moseys off.
Very casual fellow.
Oh, we're at a World Championships, are we?
Not much excites him.
Oh, that was easy. Thomas Papoulis from Canada, 227 kilograms.
A very popular number among the powerlifters. They all want to hit that, at least in the States, they all love hitting that 501 mark.
Yeah, it's just, you know, every powerlifter, and I think in every lift there's that number you just want to surpass, isn't there? It's that magic number. You spend years getting there. Once you get past it, it's easy. Thomas Papoulis, 227.5. He's working hard. Gets it to the top. And it looked good. Jacob Leonard from Poland, 230 kilograms. And Clement is put in for a world record at 301.
Oh, wow.
Because being 100 kilos ahead isn't enough. 230 kilograms for Jacob Leonard from Poland.
Pull it hard. Come on. Up it goes, just like that.
He has to work for it, but he gets it to the top. And he gets the white lights.
Davis Creech, United States of America, 237.5 kilos on the bar.
Davis Creech, US of A, 237.5 kilograms.
Bars loaded, Davis. Bars loaded.
And just for Gino, 523 pounds.
Thank you, mate.
Always a pleasure, Gino. Davis Creech, 237.5.
Up it goes.
And absolutely no problems at all with that weight. Connor Styles from Canada is back, 240 kilograms.
240. Bars loaded. Bars loaded for Connor. Come on, Connor.
And here he comes.
It's yours, Connor. It's yours, man. It's yours. Pull it up just like that.
You had to work hard for that one. There is a lot of chalk and a lot of talc in the area out here today.
242.5. Currently in fourth spot.
Be careful if you're driving home, Gino. You've got some on your coat there. You might get pulled over by the police. Honestly, officer, it's chalk. Karel Rada from Czechia, 242.5 kilograms. Gets it to the top. And he gets some white lights. He's pretty happy with that.
He's been happy all.
He has been very vocal right from the start.
Like that.
I hope it's happy.
I hope so too.
Edward Harbour from Great Britain.
Currently third spot in the 93 kilo class. Cleaning the bar off.
Just giving the bar a quick clean out. There is so much chalk stuck into that bar. You see these guys, if you're ever out the back, when these guys are at World Champion events, they really get the chalk on there and cake that chalk on for the deadlift.
250 kilo. Third in this 93 kilo class. That's okay.
Taking his time with his setup.
Here we go,
Edward Louis Harbour from Great Britain,
Like the last one.
250 kilograms. And he is a double overhand hook grip as well. And he gets it on the board. If you can master that hook grip, it's worth it.
Good lifting. Michael Berrien, USA.
Michael Berrien from the USA, 257.5. And then a couple more lifters. We're going to have a world record at 301 kilos for a sub-junior.
Wow.
The Titan Stars and Stripes suit there. Gets it to the top. And they are happy with that.
Yes, sir.
Anton Burke.
Anton Birek.
Ukraine with 260. Current leader.
Ukraine. Perfect.
260 kilos.
Now you're getting the hang of that. You might be able to come and, come and stay for a visit in Belarus. Sorry, in Belarus. Anton Birek from the Ukraine. Here we go. 260 kilograms.
Set up conventional style. Pulling with power.
Wow, that's strong. I mean, he got a little bit out of line there at the start. The bar moved a little forward, and he still pulled it back. Here we go, Gino.
301 on the bar.
That
Sub-junior
is
world record.
huge.
301. We have seen record after record here.
We are pretty close to 3 times body weight, I believe. It's just a smidge under 3 times body weight.
Sub-junior record in the 105 kilo class. There are 2 classes going here.
Clement looking for 301 for a world sub-junior record. 18 years of age, pulling over 300 kilograms.
Record for world record. And he looks like.
And he is untouchable for the gold medal overall. So he'll be the world record holder and the world champion by the end of this.
Give him a handstand ovation. Come on. This is it. Come on. Pull it hard.
And everyone wants him to get this.
For a world record. Come on. 301. 663.6 pounds. Pull it hard.
Gets it to the top.
Awesome.
And he gets the world record at 301 kilograms.
663.6 pounds.
That is absolutely phenomenal.
And he's got something left in the tank.
Yeah, there's
Put an
certainly more
exclamation
there.
point on that. He is exactly 101 pounds ahead of the second place finisher right now.
Wow.
I'm sorry, 101 kilos.
Kilos.
You know, us people in the States, we're
Kilograms.
used to Igor Orobets from Ukraine.
Now you're getting the hang of it. See?
Getting deeper and deeper.
Look,
every
you
time.
might use miles and pounds, and you drive on the other side of the road of Australians as well. But I had to learn to drive on the other side of the road when I moved to Belarus. I was fine. There was a lot of screaming from my wife.
Really?
Good, strong pull. You're pulling right up.
Igor Orobets from the Ukraine, 205. Come on, Igor. Wow, that is determination, isn't it?
Yeah.
He really wanted that lift.
Strong kid. Strong kid.
He's got a big future
Yes,
in powerlifting, and he's coming from the right family. Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain, 217.5.
Yeah, that's a junior record, but you're saying open too?
We're on third attempt, so the bar will get clean after every lift.
Bars loaded for Krill, 217.5 kilos.
And Clement has just put in a massive 323.5.
Oh my gosh.
Is he taking a crack at the open record?
We're going to have to look. I'm going to have to find that out. I will find that out before we get there.
That is a massive lift. And Kirill absolutely nails it. And again, just casually strolls. Oh, a little bit of excitement there.
He
He showed
a smile.
put a bit of a smile on the arms out.
From Japan, 230 kilos.
Every single lifter here at this world event has their own little characteristic, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
You know, some of them casually walk off. Saw some 120 plus guys the other day. Casually walks on. Looked like he was eating a sandwich as he came out.
Bars loaded here.
Casually picks up the bar at about 300 kilos. Thanks very much. Walks off. Some of them jump up and down and dance, but everyone has their own character. Now, he had a tough start, Zaya. Hit 210 and failed. Got on his second, now he's jumping to 230. And it's just a little bit too much for him. Jacob Lennart from Poland wants 235.
235.0. Polish lifter. Strong in all lifts.
$235 for the young Polish lifter, Jacob Lennart.
Bars loaded here. Jacob, come on, Jacob. There you go. Polish powerhouse. Paired off the ground.
Now for some of these junior, sub-junior lifters, this is the first time we've seen them.
Right.
Up it goes, yes. All the way.
Nice lockout.
Wow, great lift. He had to fight for it, he gets it. And I love watching these guys, seeing them at different events as the years go on, and you just see them develop. The young Belarus lifter lifted yesterday, who competed at the European Cup in Oshmani, and they're here in the World Championship for his first ever World Championships. And you just get to watch them grow up and turn into juniors and open lifters, and every year they just get better and better. Thomas Papoulis from Canada, 237.5.
Come on, it's yours. Come on, Thomas.
Thomas Papoulis from Canada.
There we go.
Wow. Determination. You can hear his coach in the background saying, just stay with it, it'll come, and it did.
523 pounds.
Davis Creech from the US of A, 242 and a half.
242 and a half. 105 kilo lifter. Currently second place.
242 and a half, second place, and a long way off
Yeah.
Clement, who has stormed ahead. Creech will finish with a 660 total if he gets this lift, and on any other day, a 660 would probably be enough to win.
Yep.
Gets it to the top, and he gets the white lights. Any other day, 660 would be enough to win in a comp
Got
like
that
this.
right.
But with Clement here, 783.5 will finish on. If he gets this next lift, that is an enormous total, and it's got to be getting close to the world record total.
I have a feeling it's not there, but let's see. I mean, I know the world record at the 83 kilo weight class was the open world record was 326. So I don't know if the 105 would be that low, but I'm going to check that out.
And Karel Rada from Czechia wants 247.5, and he's making sure we know about it. Here he goes, can he lock it out? He's pulling everything he's got. I'm not sure if he locked his knees, but he might. He did, he got it. 3 white lights.
He's got it, the lift is good.
3 white lights.
Styles, Canada. Connor Styles. For 252 and a half on the bar. Come on, Connor.
And Connor is back for the last time today at 252 and a half.
Come on, Connor.
252.5 for Connor Styles from Canada. And it sounds like he's pretty aggressive out there.
Third attempt. 252 and a half. Connor, you can do it. You just pull her. Come on. You've got it. You've got yours, man. It's yours. Pull, Connor. All the way. Keep going. Keep going.
I think
all
he's
right.
got it.
Goes.
He has.
Now, what's interesting here is this Great Britain lifter
Next lifter. 260 kilos.
is pulling for a 630 kilo total, which will tie second place, but he'll lose because he's
He's a fraction heavier.
the heavier lifter. So why is he not taking that up?
And he has. Well played.
There we go.
And Gino spots it.
He's gone up another 2.5 kilos. That will move him into the silver medal
He's
position.
just popped it up to try and pull for the silver.
All right, he's in the. He's actually in.
Bars loaded here.
If he doesn't pull this, he's actually in 4th place right now.
Yeah, so he's actually
This is
going
moving
to.
him from 4th to 2nd.
Go on, Edward.
He is the heavier lifter. Those are some light lifters there at 86 and 84 kilos.
Yeah. Very light at the end of the 93 scale. And he just can't get it up there.
I mean,
He's-
Rada from the Czech Republic is 84 kilos.
That's a really light
I could have
93.
dropped a kilo and lifted it.
Been in the
weight
83.
class.
Michael Varian of the United States. 265.
All right,
Michael
well,
Varian.
Look at this. Varian can, listen, this is like a racehorse that makes the final turn and just outpaces them and comes in, out of nowhere.
He's been sneaking under the radar,
Yeah.
just being consistent,
Yeah.
chipping at the total,
Yeah.
clicking away here and there. And now he's put himself in a position where he can actually pull for a medal.
He is going to be pulling here
Bars loaded.
for the bronze
Bronze
medal.
medal.
This is a podium spot for the American. Michael Berrien, and he was strong his last time out. I think he's going to get
And
this.
he has pulled it fast.
They may get him. They may get him for
may
shoulders.
get him to the-
They may get him for supporting on the thighs. No, the lift
He gets
is
it
good.
through. And he has just shot himself up out of nowhere
Right.
into a bronze medal.
From the Ukraine with 270 kilos.
With only lifter to come is Birik.
Here on his final lift.
Anton Birik from the Ukraine, 270 kilograms. So Anton Birik will be our world champion, 682.5 total.
Bars loaded here.
Lennart,
Bars loaded, fourth.
630 in second.
Birik.
Barium, 622.5 in bronze. And here comes Anton Birik for 270 from the Ukraine. The big Ukrainian. Pulling 270. And he pulls it easily. 3 white lights. Our last lifter in this session. Corrington Clement is looking at 323.5 for a world junior record.
Okay, this is a world record sub-junior, which he already owns in the deadlift. He's looking to break his own deadlift record. So it'll be a deadlift world record and a total world record for sub-junior. Now, we thought before that there was the possibility that he may have been going for an open world record in the deadlift, but we forgot we were talking about the 105 kilo weight class, which is Krzysztof Wierzbicki from Polska.
And that enormous.
And that number is 390 kilos. So he's not even close.
Not even close.
But nobody can touch Krzysztof.
323.5. So this is a sub-junior deadlift record and total record. And in reality, an absolutely enormous lift for an 18-year-old.
No kidding.
Wow.
The bar's loaded. Here he comes.
323.5. Here he is, a French rooster. Let's see if he can do it. He has nothing to lose. The gold medal's his by 100 plus kilograms.
World sub-junior deadlift record. Both of them here in one shot. He's going for it. And it goes.
He's got it moving. He's got it up. Gets the down command. I think he's got this.
Un, deux, trois, blanc, c'est bon. Très bien, Corrington Clement. The lift is good. Vive la France, vive the revolution. Gary, what a way to close that out. What do you say?
What a fantastic finish to this event. Wow, don't go away. We have seen world records drop left, right, and center. We've got the medal ceremonies coming up on Platform 1. And we have another session this evening at 7 p.m. So don't go anywhere.
So it was really well done. Congratulations, each and every one of you lifters. You've done it spectacularly. Well done. Well done. In the sub-junior 83 kilo class, the squat, Ewan Belgrove from Australia, first, 267.5 kilos.
Hey, my friend, we start third, second, first.
Sorry about that. From Russia, Daniil Pushkarev, 222.5. From Kazakhstan, 250 kilos, Artem Cherupkin, second. Now, for the gold medal, Ewan Belgrove from Australia. Well done. Tremendous.
Gentlemen,
lifting.
right down here. And 3,
Get
2,
your
1.
pictures. Squat. 83 bench press. Thank you very much. From Japan, third place, bronze medal, 142.5 for Kamika Shinotsuku, Japan. For the 145 kilos, a silver medal, Daniil Pushkarev from Russia, second. And with 166 kilos from Australia, Ewan Belgrove, gold medal.
Right down here. And
Picture time.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
And for the deadlifts, from Kazakhstan, Artem Cherupkin, 260 kilos, third place. From Canada, 271.5 kilos, Carson Sam Ahanon. And the gold medal, Singapore, Alexander Wei Ang, gold medal, 272.5 kilos. Tremendous deadlifter.
Okay, right down here, gentlemen. And 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. For the totals, from Canada with 626.5 kilos, Carson Shamahorn, third place. Second place, a silver medal from Kazakhstan, Artem Cherupkin, 647.5 kilos. And the gold medal with 676 kilos, Ewan Belgrove. Well done. Now please rise for the Australian National Anthem.
You can't even do that.
Music, Matt? great show today. Now,
So wait the music. So you
music now, George,
go slowly.
for the moving off the stage, music. Oh yeah, can I have the 93 kilo class? 93 kilo class.
We have another one.
83, 93, and 105 ceremonies. No, sub-junior. It's sub-junior. Yes, but it's the next. It's junior. No, that's top.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. They do in the computer, nobody knows what's going on. Fuck.
Could we have the 93 kilo sub-juniors to the stage after?
On this platform, how many competitors on this platform? Only one.
First time, second one for sub-juniors, and after juniors 83. Yes, but we can see.
Now we can decide. What's the plan? There's too many lifters to bring on the platform.
I'm not technical. I'm just good.
Yeah, that's why it's like that. Here was only one kilo. That was the
In this case, it must
Now we take something.
Yes, sub-juniors. You want 93s and 105 kilo class. Come to the stage. Can we have the music, please? Music. 93 sub-juniors, 105 sub-juniors. Once again, congratulations, lifters, all of you. This is the sub-junior class, and we'll the 93 kilograms. Third place from Poland, 232.5 kilos. Jakob Leonard. From the Czech Republic with 235.0 kilograms, Karol Rada for silver. And the gold medal in the squat from the Ukraine with 260 kilo total, Anton Birok.
Ask the Japanese lifter to come to the stage. He's missing.
Could the Japanese lifter come to the stage that was here in the 93 kilo class? Can you come to the stage to be recognized?
And 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Thank you. For the bench press from Great Britain, Krill Shakarov with 152.5 kilogram Very nice lift. Once again from Great Britain, with 157.5 kilos, Edward Harbour. Well done. And the Polish powerhouse, with 162.5 kilos, Jakob Leonard. Gold medal.
Right over here, gentlemen. And 3, 2, 1.
If the Japanese lifters from the 90 class are in the house, please come to the stage. Thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you. And the deadlift for the bronze medal from Canada, Styles Connor, 252.5 kilos. Well done. The silver medal from the United States of America, Michael Varian, 265 kilos. And the deadlift from the Ukraine with 270 kilos, Anton Jurak.
Right down here. And 3, 2, 1.
Thank you very much. Now for the overall total, the 93 kilo class. The bronze medal from the United States of America, Michael Varian, 622.5 kilos. The silver medal from Poland, 630 kilos, Jakob Leonard. Really well done. And the gold medal from the Ukraine, 682.5 kilos, Anton Vira. Would you please rise now for the playing of the Ukrainian national anthem? Congratulations, all of you. The 105 kilograms results for Ukraine with 160 kilo squat, Ior Orovets, bronze medal. Silver medal from the United States of America, 245 kilos, Davis Creech. And gold medal from France, Corentin Clement, 285.0 kilos.
Right over here.
Thank you. For the bench press, from Ukraine with 125.0 kilos, Ior Orovets, bronze medal. Silver medal with 172.5 kilos, Davis Creech, USA. Gold medal with the 175 kilo press from France, Corentin Clement.
Right over here. And 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Deadlift from Ukraine with a 205 kilo, Ior Orovets, bronze medal. From the USA, silver medalist, Davis Creech with 242.5 kilos. And the gold medal and world record holder from France, Corentin Clement, 323.5 kilos. Very well done.
Again, and 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. And the total results from Ukraine, Ior Orovets with a 490 kilo total for the bronze. The silver medal from the United States of America, Davis Creech, 660 kilos. And the gold medal and world record total for the sub-juniors, Corentin Clement with 783.5 kilos. Very well done. Now please stand or remain standing for the singing of the French, or the playing of the French national anthem. Give them a big round of applause, and also applause, come this way, lifters. Applause for the powerlifting people that organize, and all the spotters and the loaders as well. They did a great job. Thank you all very much. all 83 kilo juniors out on the platform for medal presentations? Well done. There was world records in this one as well. In the squat, from Great Britain, Eric Mata, 255 kilos. Silver from the Ukraine, 262.5. Stanislav Zadgorilko, 262.5 kilos. And a 285 kilo squat from the United States of America, Charles Dixon.
Right down here, gentlemen. And 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. For the bench press, bronze medalist from Canada, Simon Chang, 177.5 kilos. On weight, lighter weight, from Finland, Timo Helafors, the same weight, 177.5 kilos. And the gold medal with 185 kilos from the Ukraine, Stanislav Zadgorilko.
Right down there. And 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you. And the deadlift, awesome deadlifting too. From Australia, the bronze medalist with 300 kilos, Kevin Bowie.
Hey.
From the United States, by lighter weight, silver medalist, 300 kilos as well, Charles Dixon. An awesome deadlifter from Norway with 315.5 kilos, world records, Cheeto Nanoli from Norway.
Gentlemen, right down here. And 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. And the totals from Norway, Cheeto Nanoli, bronze medalist with 708 kilos. From Canada, silver medalist, Simon Chang, 720 kilos. Well done, Simon. And the gold medalist from the United States of America, 757.5 kilos, Charles Dixon, gold medalist. I would ask everyone, including the people up in the gallery, to stand for the singing and playing of the American National Anthem. Please stand. Please stand. you, everyone. Wonderful lifting. We now have the athletes prayed off. Could I have the music, George, please?